It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, and we're coming to you live. September 12th, never forget. Don't forget any of the September days. September 20th, very important day.
Did you see where, I think it was Barstool, got in a little kerfuffle?
No.
Because they had put on their betting app, never forget to bet on the Jets, blah, blah, blah game. Whatever. Yeah, but people, of course.
God forbid you let a comedy thing be funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show today. There's so many things to get to, but I think we should start about this. Who among us has cheated on the diet, on the fasting, rather?
I'll be 100% honest. I have not.
Spanish?
I have not.
That's not what I heard.
Oh!
From who?
Really?
I won't say.
I can tell you there's
Let's try and figure it out.
I can tell you there's no video evidence, if that helps.
Jeez.
You want to come forward with anything?
Absolutely not.
Joe?
Yes, Michael?
Anything? What say you? Anything?
No, nothing.
Did you eat?
I did not.
I feel like you're stealing Stelladoro breadsticks and eating them in your bed at night.
No, I mean,
Those big S cookies.
I will tell you, I do feel a little bit rumbly in my tummy this morning because usually I take my green dust in the morning and I take all my other vitamins, my minerals.
What are you, the Great Kabuki?
Yeah.
The
And I
easy
couldn't-
one.
I couldn't do it today, so
How many calories does your vape have? What is that?
0.
No.
Carmen,
What?
how have you done?
Awesome. I have not cheated. I haven't even thought about food. I have been trying to meditate.
You haven't thought about food?
No.
I dreamt about food.
Yeah, we know. You keep on texting
Yeah,
us about
stop.
food. You're not
Please.
helpful at all.
Me?
Right.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I just said, I was looking for
Look
support.
at the text
My
chain. This
God.
guy's sending pictures of pizzas
Right.
and briskets. And
I just needed some help.
My
wife's
wife's
making
making-
pizza.
So,
Anytime I get hungry, I go for a walk. Literally, I get out of the house. I get away from the kitchen because otherwise I just go to the fridge and you open it up and you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I can't eat. So that's my thing. If I feel hungry, go for a walk.
I just eat air sandwiches and drink water.
Yeah,
I
that's
just go like
not,
that.
that wouldn't help either.
Gio, how are you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, I totally broke.
Yeah, no, I knew it.
100%.
You didn't even make
How
out of your
long?
garage.
How long?
I think it was like 5 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't touch anything at all. I drank waters yesterday, and at one point I text everybody, and I was like, I'm starting to feel a little nauseous, and Carmen's like, that's normal. Her answer was go for a walk. I wanted somebody to be like, you should eat more hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My answer was put a little salt in your
I
water.
did, and I did that.
Yeah,
I
you're
did
Put a
that.
little sugar in your tank.
No.
I put a little salt in my water, and that was it. I drank it.
It was right around hour 13 of my workday, and I realized I had 4 more to go that I just gave
Oh
up.
my god!
Yeah.
I was only hungry, after dinner, Jeopardy time. I was hungry, and then last night when I got in bed, I was my dogs answered my belly.
Still very hungry.
Oh yeah, now I would eat.
Yeah.
I would eat the face of anything.
So since Gio's out, can we eat stuff? Because I got cherry pies in my bag.
I mean,
I
I don't
love
know.
a cherry pie. I'm not in.
Do you want
I'm
it?
out now.
I'll go grab them.
Can I have one?
I'll grab it for sure.
My wife goes, do 24 hours. I go, I don't know if I'm going to make it. She goes, do 24 hours. I was like, all right, so 24 hours. Let's get breakfast.
Yeah.
It was definitely, it's definitely not easy to do.
You really got to
Although, can I
Be
say
in a
something?
mindset.
yeah.
Yeah, because I said it's not easy to do, but it is kind of easy to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth is, it was only 2 times during the day that bugged me, and it was mostly the times that I was bored.
Yeah.
And
You know?
this is the worst. I'm holding up my black coffee. This is the worst.
It made me
thing
nauseous.
every day that I had. This is the reminder that I hate doing this. Is the coffee in the morning.
Yeah,
I should just drink tea. I don't know why I drink
I think
coffee.
it helps me because I don't drink coffee or anything.
Same.
So I'm always drinking water, so I'm just always drinking water.
Every day I look forward to that because I put
Me
sweet
too.
cream and honey,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh yeah.
No, I don't put any of that, but
It's a milkshake.
my wife told me that when you do the intermittent fasting, that I was like, oh man, I don't know that intermittent fasting. I still want to have my coffee. And she goes, no, you can put in 2 tablespoons of cream, and that keeps you under the caloric thing. And I was like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I didn't get that approved by the other members of the show, so I'm not doing that. But it certainly would help because that black coffee straight is tearing up my insides.
Yeah,
It's just
the worst.
firing it up. I don't know.
Well, 2 more days to go.
I know.
Just one more day.
This is my
You
problem.
already broke, Fanny.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing.
This is my thing, Gio. I was like, well, it's 2 more days, and I could probably do it for 2 more days. And I was like, But what is the goal? What is the outcome? Like, what do I want after 2 days? Not like I'm going to
Autophagy.
drop 30 pounds.
Yeah.
No, but it is really good for your body.
All right, let me ask you this. I drank gallons of water yesterday, maybe 2 gallons of water, okay, over the day. And I just had those little bottles, and I kept drinking them nonstop, mostly because I was trying to flush everything out, not because I was thirsty. And my pee-pee was clear as can be.
Sure.
I literally peed every 15 minutes. And then later on in the day, having not eaten anything but water that day, all of a sudden it came out dark yellow, like as if so I felt like I was getting some stuff out,
Well,
right?
and that's also the salt, because you don't want your pee to be that clear. That means you're not getting rid of the toxins. That means you're just overloading with water and you're just flushing yourself, but the toxins aren't coming out. Like
Well, I
the yellow,
toxined up last night.
right?
Yeah.
The color means the toxins are out, and that's what the salt is for, to help you absorb the water and not just go straight through you.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Science.
So we're still doing this?
I mean, listen.
I'm not breaking. I'm
You
doing
did
this.
3 days. Ian did
Yeah.
5 days.
Yeah.
No, he did 15.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
I don't believe
It's
you.
not.
That's not,
Yeah.
It's
no,
not-
that's not true. People do like 30 to 40 days.
Of not
fasting.
eating anything.
Yeah. Some people do no water too. Some
That
people
fo-
do no water, no food.
That football player lost over 100 pounds. He fasted for 40 days.
40 days. He lost
Yeah.
100 pounds in 40
Lost
days?
100
Yeah.
pounds.
Think about it though. You're burning calories. You're not taking any calories in.
I get the science. It just doesn't seem very healthy.
Yeah.
To lose 100 pounds in 40 days.
If you have 100 pounds to lose, though,
I know
Right.
somebody like that.
you know what I mean. But think about it. Like a lot of people have a lot of weight that they could easily lose. So it's not like you're actually starving. I forget what the video was. It was one of the videos from like TLC from My Sister's 1,000 Pounds or whatever the hell it is. But it was
My sister's help. My sister's 1,000 pounds.
But it was this big lady, and the doctor goes, "How's it going?" She goes, "I'm starving," and he goes, "You're not starving.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, I'm
It's all mental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not starving. You have the capacity to go for a long time without eating because of how much weight she had.
Yeah.
He was like, you can burn all that. That's
Oh.
all reserve. You know what I mean?
If I
It's
could-
like if your gas tank, you still have another 40 miles.
If I could put 2 tablespoons of cream in my coffee, I might be able to go 40 days. If I could just have coffee.
There are
40 days of cream.
Yeah. I thought you were going to yell at me.
Promises.
Yeah, I thought you were going to yell at me and go 40 days. No, I didn't mean 40 days. I meant, I could
There
probably
are-
do a week.
some singers and athletes that I know they'll take sea moss is the only thing
Yeah.
that they'll take every day.
I believe it's pronounced min.
Yeah, well, I don't. Is that what it is? That is
No.
sea moss? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
See,
No. I actually ordered some.
you did?
Because it has like 96 of the 98 minerals
Yeah.
and vitamins that we need. So you can do like 1 spoonful.
I know this is not going to come as a shock to anyone. And Joe, you may have an answer for me, but
Right.
I bought a bunch of vitamins. For some reason, every time I go to the doctor and I get my blood work done, I'm low in vitamin D because I don't like to go outside.
Yeah.
All right, all
I got
right.
the D for you.
I'm low in vitamin D and I'm low in iron. So every doctor is like, "Are you anemic?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "You're low in iron." I'm like, "Okay." So I tried to eat foods that were high in iron, like spinach and all that stuff, and then it kind of got up a little bit. But my doctor, my recent blood work, he sent me an email. He goes, "Go get iron and go get vitamin D and something else." So I'm like, "All right." So I went out and bought a bunch of essential vitamins. Then I bought a giant thing to put the vitamins in so you have it for everybody. It's like for a month. You know what I mean? And each one of them is I could barely close a little cap on the top because there's so many vitamins in there. Because if I have to take them out of the bottle every day, I'm just going to forget to do it and all that. I did that, and it took me like a half hour to get all the vitamins and all the little things and close the little tops and all that. And I can't find that thing.
no.
It's somewhere right in front of my
God.
face. It's somewhere right in front of my face, but I can't find it. I don't know what I did. Joe, have you seen it?
No, I have not, but I
No.
will be on the lookout.
Okay.
I
all
thought
right.
I saw there's a box out there. I thought I saw one of those things.
No,
Is it
it's
square?
full though.
Is it
It's square and it's white with like little blue doors.
but it's got a bunch. Like
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
Oh man, if you can,
right.
it might be in the mudroom, Gio.
Yeah, I think,
Maybe in the mudroom. Maybe Joe, you can do an
Yeah, I
inspection of
I think
it.
I saw it
his-
in a box.
That's his advent calendar.
Yeah,
Oh.
it might.
That's what it looks like.
There might have been
really.
little chocolates inside those doors.
Yeah.
If there is, go get it right now.
Thank you, Jesus.
So yesterday, my wife pulled a good Jedi move on Spanish and Joe. So
That's
when-
not hard.
Listen to this. When my mom passed away, she had a dog, and she loved that stupid dog. and we call that dog Fetty Wap because it has one eye. And the dog is afraid of its own shadow, and it kind of just has to warm up to you before it likes you and all that stuff. And it's a cute little dog. It looks like it's a Chihuahua mix, so it's one of those annoying little dogs.
Love Chihuahua.
Yeah, I had a Chihuahua and I loved it a long time ago. I had to get rid of it because we were like, hey, we have a cat at home and the cat's pretty aggressive, and they're like, Chihuahua will kill that cat. We're like, oh, okay. And then when the baby was born, the Chihuahua was like, nope, I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't like Joey. And we're like, all right, dog, you got to go. So anyway, Luke, who is the dog trainer and who watches my dogs when we go away, he's going away this weekend, and he's like, hey, I need you to watch a dog that I've been watching for you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, we need to figure out if we need to find a home for this dog. It's a cute dog with one eye. Who doesn't want that?
All right.
And yesterday, Amanda Jedi mind tricked Spanish and Joe to taking it for the weekend and possibly keeping the dog if they like it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, first they Jedi mind tricked it, and then it became, I'll give you $100 this weekend to watch a dog, $500 if you keep it for life. And Amanda's like, and I'll buy your food for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't have it here because we have 2 dogs, and that dog will be too scared and they'll just be miserable. And same thing with Galvin. Galvin's my brother has 3 dogs, so we
Can't
need to
send that
find a
dog to
spot.
the island.
Yes, you can.
That's
Listen,
where all good things go to
Joe's
die.
gonna be sitting there blowing vape clouds in
Yep.
his face.
Yeah.
It
and,
needs it.
like,
It's
Feeding
it
it
needs it.
whiskey for
Yeah.
dinner.
It needs it, man. Because that dog just needs to chill out a little bit.
No, you
I
should
just imagine Joe and Spanish passed out like Beavis and Butthead, just heads together on the sofa, and Joe has an ice cream cone, and the dog's just eating the ice cream.
Yeah.
He has no idea. And then he wakes up and he eats some.
Yep.
That sounds about right. That sounds about
You should just
right.
put the dog down.
Dude,
Oh my
That's better than
God,
Horror Island.
Joe.
It's better than Horror Island.
No, it's not.
I'm very
Dude,
excited.
I thought about doing like what the Egyptian did and put it in the what do they call it? The casket with my
Sarcophagus?
mother
Yeah.
Yeah.
while it was alive. That's what they used to do.
Oh,
I mean, I never really thought about doing that, but that's what they used to do in Egypt. They used
Yeah.
to build a
Horses and all.
everything. They used to
Yeah.
just put them all in there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Last night was one of the better Monday Night Football games we've seen in a long time. We went into overtime, and you Jets fans got totally jetsed in the first quarter of the game. Aaron Rodgers, the biggest story in the NFL, out of the game, carted off the field in the first 5 minutes of the game. Oh, it was
Unbelievable.
wonderful.
Unbelievable.
It was crazy, and then Zach Wilson came in, and Zach Wilson didn't do too bad. It made you stop and wonder. Did he do bad?
He was horrible.
Oh, I didn't. I just saw that they won, so I didn't
Yeah,
know.
no,
I didn't watch
yeah.
anything until the very end.
No, I was watching the Eli Manning and Peyton Manning
Oh, yeah, yeah.
cast. and
Manning
you-
cast.
And you can tell that Peyton Manning just couldn't believe how bad Zach
Oh,
was.
really?
You know, he was
Peyton Manning
horrible.
didn't know Zach was still on the team.
Yeah.
He
Oh, that's
goes,
funny.
who's their backup? And started naming like wide receivers and
Yeah.
stuff. And then Eli goes, no, Zach Wilson. He goes, he still plays for the Jets.
Yeah.
So that's great that Peyton and Eli don't do any of the research like all the other guys do.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I didn't. I saw that they had come back and they won, so I thought he did an okay job. I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know.
Josh Allen had 5 turnovers.
Jordan Whitehead.
Yeah.
What did he get? 3 of them?
The 3 interceptions and a fumble.
Oh my God, he was on fire last
Yeah.
night. Good for him.
So he had, I think they said he had 2 interceptions in his career, in a season. He
Yeah.
had 3 in one night because Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in football.
Oh,
and
man. Hey, Monica's online too.
he's got the Madden curse. Cover Madden,
Yep. Yep.
come out, 4 turnovers. Garbage.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want that. Well, it was great. I don't care about the Jets. I just know that all you Jets fans are like, well, it's typical for Jets fans.
Did you see like the opening when Aaron Rodgers came out of the tunnel?
Yeah, with the flag and stuff.
No.
They cut the lights off in MetLife Stadium, and everybody lights up their phones, and fireworks go out, and Aaron Rodgers' spotlight shines on him, and he comes running out with an American
Pretty cool.
flag.
Oh, wow.
It looks awesome. It's like, oh my God, the Jets are
America.
yeah.
5 seconds later, he's on a stretcher.
Yeah.
The Jets are going to the Super Bowl. It's like New York, 9/11. Never forget Aaron Rodgers running with the American flag. Place is just going nuts. And 3 plays later, he's done forever.
Hey, listen, people on Sunday were like, I mean, I don't want to say it's too early, but Jets Super Bowl. And,
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
literally
man.
saying that on Sunday.
I'm sure
There
I've
is.
seen all the different memes and all.
I
yeah.
mean, you want it to like grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that moment, if you're there, you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is the
Yeah.
greatest thing ever.
Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American hero.
And the place is just going just nuts.
Wow.
I'm sure you've seen all the different memes, but they have the one with the Impractical Jokers and Aaron Rodgers, and they say, now go down on the third play.
Oh, man.
And then there was
Brutal.
another one where it was some college coach or one of the assistant coaches runs out onto the field. I mean, as fast as he can, like Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, running as fast as he can. And underneath it says Aaron Rodgers at halftime after he took ayahuasca and comes back on the field. And he's like, ooh, just running as fast as he can.
Do you remember Red Lightning?
Yeah.
He used to
yeah,
run up
yeah.
and down the sidelines.
Yeah, Florida State.
Yeah. He was funny to watch.
Yeah,
Like,
they're saying Achilles injury. He's
oh, really?
he's done.
That'd be a career ending.
Career
Yeah,
done.
because the Jets coach after the game,
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
it's not looking good. We think it's an Achilles. They're all saying ruptured Achilles, which means you're done for the. He might be done for good.
Yeah.
And Gio sends me a picture of Tom Brady in a Jets uniform, and I was like, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I'd be so mad if that happened.
It's better than Zach Wilson.
Dude, okay, so let me tell you about Zach Wilson when I found out yesterday. My buddy Eddie, who was here a couple weeks ago, texted me and he said, Zach Wilson is dating Richie Delano's daughter, this guy that I went to high school with. Richie married one of the hottest girls that went to my high school. They've been together since like senior year of high school. Then Richie died during COVID.
Ooh.
And his daughter is a smoke show like the mother, and she dates Zach Wilson. I went to look at her page. It's just pictures of her and Zach Wilson's
She's got
mother.
a
and
smoke
all that.
show.
She's smoking
Yeah.
hot. Yeah, she's really hot, but her mom still looks goddamn hot, man. Her mother's still good looking. I want to be like, what's up? Remember
Yeah,
me?
a
I
lot
went
of
to high
times,
school with you.
a lot of times the hot ones in high school, later on they're like, ooh,
Yeah.
remember when she was hot? Now she looks like a guy.
She's 52, and she looks like she could date Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
She's pretty smoking. Anyway,
Was it Zach Wilson's mom that everyone was freaking out whenever he got drafted?
Yeah,
was
I
she
think so.
She was super hot
Yeah,
too,
she's
right?
super hot. Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's funny because now, before it was like, oh, that's that guy's mom. But now that we're a little bit older, these are 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, whatever. So they have hot moms that are like 38
Yeah.
or something. And there's a smoke show, and you're like, oh, my God, that's his mom?
Most guys come into the league at like 22.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
I always ask Joey, I go, did anybody bust your balls about mom? And he's like, not really. He goes, like, one or two people have made a comment that I didn't like. And I go, which ones? I go, write their names down. So next time they come over, I can punch them.
Mm-hmm.
So next time they come over, they can beat me up outside.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, man, maybe up until like 2 years ago, I'm still ready to scrap.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready to scrap, but in my head, I'm ready to scrap. Now I am not even ready to nap. Like, I don't want to do anything. I would walk away from any fight.
Yeah.
Any fight. I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm just too tired and old.
I saw a video the other day of old guy, like 80 years old. Him and his wife walking in the mall, and some guy who had robbed a place, whatever, running, and he's like, "I'll stop him."
Yeah.
And like kicks his leg out. He goes flying through the air. The guy like kind of trips. The guy that stole something kind of trips and goes on her. This guy was down, probably dead, trying to stop. You're 80. Let him
Shattered both
go.
his hips.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, think about
That's-
80-year-old brittle bones trying to karate kick a guy who's running full speed.
Dude,
You might as
I-
well try and put your jacket on the back of an alligator.
When I worked in Miami, I was in downtown Miami. I was standing outside the little business district, and everybody started screaming. And I heard something. I turned around, and this guy's booking down the block, and the lady's like, "He stole my purse! Stop him!" So I turned around, and I bowed up, and he was a distance away, and I went, "What am I crazy?"
Yeah.
Let him run by. I was like, "I don't care if you stole a purse." Yeah, that was nuts. All right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Galvin, did you happen to watch Jeopardy last night?
No, I did not.
I did pretty good last night, but one of the things that I found out last night, that like we assume that Jeopardy, like if you ever look over where they have a dispute on an answer, there's a table of judges, like 5 of them sitting there, and they give the final okay. So sometimes they'll make the announcement then, sometimes they'll award it afterwards. They'll go, "Hey, our judges
Right.
talked about it, and you were right, and they're going to give you the points for this." Even if it's an answer they didn't consider, but you say it, they're like, "Oh, okay." So last night, Galvin, the question was, I forgot what the category, but it was like peanut butter and it was peanut butter and
Corned beef
petroleum jelly. and it was just a category. And Ken Jennings goes, yes, it's petroleum jelly, Vaseline. He goes, you never want to eat that. And I went, oh. Once it made it to Jeopardy.
Oh, I didn't know that Ken Jennings was the final say on
Absolutely.
everything.
He's the guy.
The guy who invented petroleum jelly, ate a spoonful every day, lived to be 98 years
I don't
old.
believe that. I need to talk to him.
What do you mean you don't believe it?
I don't believe it. I don't believe that petroleum jelly in the body is safe for anybody, and I would advise all my listeners to never do that.
I was gonna say probably the Vaseline, like petroleum jelly today, is not good to put inside your body, but like before,
Still petroleum and jelly.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that, but they put more chemicals in other things in it now than when it first originated.
Excuse me, Carmen. Alexa, can you eat petroleum jelly? No.
Ask
All right,
about-
Alexa, stop.
Ask about strawberry jelly.
Oh, strawberry jelly. Dude, that-
Robert Augustus Cheesebro lived to be 96 years old and was such a believer in Vaseline that he claimed to have eaten a spoonful every day.
claimed.
He died and slipped right into his coffin. 69 about.
He could poop in the toilet from a half a block away.
What a great name, Cheese Bro.
Cheese bro.
Don't hug him too hard. Don't hug him too hard.
Oh.
It just all goes out.
When I went to St. Leo, my roommate got arrested for speeding, which I didn't even know you could do in Florida, and he happened to be wearing boxer shorts and no shoes. So I had to call his parents, and his parents had to hook me up with a lawyer down here, and the guy's last name was Cheeseman. Like, that's how you pronounce it, Cheeseman. So I called the number they gave me was wrong, and I kept getting this angry black dude, and he's like, man, how many times I tell you, ain't no Cheeseman here? And I was like, all right, sorry. Cheeseman? What's a Cheeseman?
Cheese.
Yeah, cheese. Holy cow. Yeah, I saw that last night. I just wanted to make sure that,
That we
you
knew?
weren't spooning it
Yeah.
during the...
Listen, I'm not even eating Vaseline right now.
I think
we're
you
on the
can.
test.
It doesn't have any
No.
calories.
No,
so.
There's calories in it.
In Vaseline?
Yeah.
It's weird because I don't think Dick Vitalle has ever been on the show. He's local. He's, interesting. And I don't think the opportunity for him to be on the show has ever come up. I know he's been on with Drew before. I've heard him on the air, on the radio station, but he's never been on with us. And for no particular reason, I've met him before, and he's a super nice guy. But I saw last night he held up a picture. It said, I'm sorry I can't talk. I have vocal cord cancer, which we knew he had cancer. And then he wrote, going in for my 27th chemo treatment. I thought, Jesus Christ, what did this guy do? Like how these people that get hit with cancer and just are like, I don't know. He seemed pretty positive and he was like smiling in the picture. And I thought, this is his life now. His life is now going to the doctor. And the guy, nobody loved college sports more than this guy. And it's college sports season, and he doesn't even get to. I know he does the basketball, but he doesn't even get to be a part of. I don't know. I just think that's awful.
But what if? I mean, and hear me out. This is a big what if, and obviously I got to say allegedly, but what if? What if like behind the scenes he's like really a bad guy?
Oh man,
I'm
why
just
would
saying.
even
You don't
say
know.
that?
We don't because we don't know.
So what, he deserves cancer?
Well, I mean, Mike is saying in what kind of world is fair that he would get cancer having been such a good guy. I'm just saying, ipso facto, opposite so. What if?
Yeah, don't ever say that again. By the
I'm
way.
sorry. That was a work in progress.
Nobody's ever said he's a bad guy, except you.
I didn't say he was a bad guy. I'm saying
Which makes
what
you a
if?
bad guy.
Which makes you the bad guy.
Just asking the question.
I sat behind him at a Rays game long time ago. He's got seats over there, and I just looked over and I realized I was sitting behind. I was like, oh, hey. And he
I
was
saw
nice
him
to
over
everybody.
at the amphitheater at Slayer.
I don't know if that was him. He
He goes, yeah, baby! Play Red and Blood, baby!
When I lived in Sarasota, I used to see him at this place that I went and got breakfast at all the time
Yeah,
in
and
Lakewood Ranch. Yeah.
what's so funny is I would go to eat at a restaurant in Sarasota, and people were like, this is where Dick Vitale comes. He comes every day, and he sits right here, and he gets a coffee. And I was like, all right, let the guy. I don't need to know his order.
Well,
Jesus.
you see a lot of people post pictures with him all the time.
Yeah, he seems like a super nice guy.
At like Publix and just like out
That's
and about.
Spanish.
Nah, I don't trust it. I don't trust that bald, shiny head.
oh my god.
What a jerk off.
Yeah, I'm just saying we
He
don't
listens.
know.
He
We
listens.
don't know, Dick. I'm just kidding. If you're listening, I think I genuinely think you're a good.
I hope he
person.
calls me or sends me an email and says, I'd like to fight that guy. It was my last wish.
I can't fight him. We'll do a rap battle.
I bet he'd kill you.
How's your face today? I didn't even see.
Oh, dude, this morning there was a lot of stuff. as Joe would say, sloughing off my face.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh, dude, it was something. It was something.
It was like the fly when he came out of the.
Just peeling it
Jeff
off.
Goldblum.
What's this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Joe's sleeping. He just hears from the other room.
My face.
Does anybody remember the original Fly, the
Yeah.
black and white
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
That was a scary one,
Vincent
man.
Price.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just have
yeah.
the big fly like head.
Yeah.
But
And an arm too.
the worst was at the end when they showed the Fly with the human guy's head, and it was so awful. But you never saw anything like that before, and then he destroys it.
Yeah, don't kill him with a rock. Yeah. Oof.
I help you. There
But
you
yeah,
go.
that was my face
Spoiler.
this morning. Yeah.
Oh
good.
man.
Do
Not
you think it's
good.
infected?
Dude, yeah, and what's worse is all I can hear in my head is Mike every time he's ever said people with eyebrow and face dandruff are gross, and I got face dandruff for the first time in my life.
Yeah, it's gross.
Terrible, yeah.
Dandruff.
You know what
I know.
you know what I have that I can't beat though, Spanish is dry beard. Like if I wear a black t-shirt and I look down, it looks like somebody sprinkled salt on me. It looks like a galaxy on my chest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I can't. I use moisturizer. I have beard cream, and nothing ever stops it. It's crazy.
Dehydrated.
Dry beard sounds like a brew house or something.
Yeah.
An
Come on
IPA.
down to Dry
Try the
Beard
new Dry
Tuesdays.
Beard.
Yeah, kind of dry beard. Oh man! All right, well let's get today's show moving. Dom is here in the 9 o'clock hour. I know this is going to come as a huge surprise to a lot of you. Okay, but I don't think the guy who claims to have sex with Obama is going to be on the show.
Dude,
What?
I'm done with him.
Gio,
You breaking up with him?
Yeah, he emailed me again at like 2:00 in the morning, said that he wants to come on Wednesday. I said, I'm saying
Out.
no. Tell him this is his last chance. If he really banged Obama, I want him to come on the show. I don't understand. So I don't understand what he thought that Tucker Carlson was going to ask him that was worse than, that was less worse than what we'd ask him. Like he was not afraid to do Tucker Carlson show.
I don't think it's us. I think it's him.
Well, he said he listened to the show and he was a little nervous. I am
did say
taking it
that,
very
yeah.
seriously. Very seriously. I have serious questions, and I think the people will walk away making a definitive decision on whether or not they think this guy is telling the truth.
Well, yesterday he emailed me at like 4:00 in the morning and said that he was on his way to the hospital because he fell on the stairs.
Oh, so Gio, cut him some slack.
But
Right
then
here.
I thought he was not telling the truth.
Right.
But then later on, he posted a video of his stairs and how dangerous they were.
God,
So then
well, yeah.
I tried to call him like 4 or 5 times yesterday, no answer. I sent him an email. He finally hits me back like 2:00 in the morning and says, "No, I can't do that. I want to do Wednesday."
All right. Well, let's hope we can get it in on Wednesday because I have questions about
All
Obama's
right,
penis.
I'll keep.
You know, some guy on Instagram attacked me yesterday, and he said it was because we didn't. Obama did the job he did, and while he was there, you couldn't take him down. So now you're trying to ruin his reputation. You're a terrible. I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm like, I voted for him twice. I don't know what you're. And they claim to be like a media source, something in St. Pete. I was like, oh, this is why you have 865 followers.
Man,
Get out of here.
Some people, they take some things a little too far.
Some people can't look into the big picture and figure it out.
What if behind the scenes he's actually a bad guy?
I'm just saying, he's,
What if
could be
you're a
another
bad guy?
Dick Vitalle.
He is a bad
I'm not
guy.
a good guy. Yeah, I'm definitely not
Maybe
a good
you are.
guy. That's for sure.
I was scrolling through Instagram yesterday, and I saw about 4 smoking hot girls that I know you've hooked up with,
Oh man.
and I was not in an angry. I was in a jealous, but more in a proud, jealous way of you. Like I'm still baffled by it. I don't understand what it is girls find attractive about you. Now let me stop for a second. No, let me tell you. You are very charismatic. You're a handsome kid. You're in good shape. I get that. I get the physical aspects of it. I get that. But you're a tiny man. You're a tiny man.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Girls normally don't like tiny men.
That's true.
But
That's
all
true.
these smoking hot girls like you.
I don't know what it is. You know.
If I were you, I wouldn't question it. I
Yeah.
would be like, it is what it is.
I mean, I'd like to know so that I could,
Harness
put
it.
it on my resume, but I have no
If I were
idea.
you, I'd keep it a secret. Don't
Yeah,
tell anybody because
yeah.
then everybody's going to want to do it.
Yeah, it's I don't know what has been in the water lately, but Karishma was actually just
And that's the worst one because she's as hot as can be and she loves you.
she does. And
Those other ones, I don't know if they love you, but she loves you.
I think it might be time for her to stay outside of the village because she was
Oh.
going through Instagram and she just asked me randomly. She's like, have you had sex with some of these women
Oh,
you're liking their
no.
photos?" I was like, "What? Some of them, most of them, but no."
Listen to me. You just have to. I wouldn't say lie to her. Like, don't lie to her. Don't say I'm going out with my friends Saturday and go out with a girl. That's a bad lie.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to go, no, I met that girl once, and just move on. It's not going to help anybody to tell the truth.
It's time to get a burner account.
Yeah, no, that's not
Oh
what I meant.
my god.
That is not what I meant.
That is not a good
No.
recommendation. Gio.
Burner account. This is your happily ever after, man. You got to make.
Dude,
Yep.
yeah.
Hey, you want to know what happens
concessions.
when you get married? You want to know what happens when you get married?
No.
We're in the mall. This has happened several times. A girl will come and be like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you. Okay, this is my wife." And then I'll walk away, and my wife will go, "Ugh." I go, "What?" And she goes, "You totally had sex." I go, "How do you know? How do you know which ones?" She doesn't say it all the time.
I know.
I'm like, "Man, it was 30 years ago," and she's like, "I
They
can just
know.
tell." I'm
What's
like, "Oh."
crazy is the girl that she pulled up, I did. And I was just like,
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
wow.
How, that was years ago. How do you know?
She smelled it.
Yeah, but I was like, no, definitely not. I don't know what you're talking about. Never had sex before.
I'm
you
not
know.
eating right now.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
hear you.
dude, for
I don't know
real.
what's
What?
happening.
Carmen, I'm starting to feel nauseous again. Maybe I should go for a walk.
Yeah. Listen, if you eat, if you want.
Okay,
Are we
thank
doing-
you. That's all I needed to hear.
I mean, I don't care. It's
I
not.
feel
up
like you
to
do
me.
care. I feel like you care.
You
No,
judging
I
us.
only care about me. I'm going 3 days. That is.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make 3 days.
Yeah.
Are we
I'm
doing
go-
espresso shots to help curb the hunger?
I'm not
Wait,
even.
wait, we can
I'm not
drink
even.
now? Does that
I'm not
mean we
even
can-
doing coffee or tea.
Neither?
What are you
Nothing.
doing?
Oh.
I'm doing water with a pinch of salt in the morning, and then at night, if I get a little, feel it. But other than that, just water.
Man.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna order breakfast.
Yeah, I'm getting breakfast. I think I did 24 hours. There you go. High five. It went good.
No, but listen, that is a really good start. Work your way up. In one day, you should do 3 days.
You know what I
because-
did find out is that I definitely could do intermittent fasting if I wanted to, because I didn't have a problem with that. Say, like, if you said don't eat until dinner, I'd be like, all right, I
Yeah.
can do that.
That's what I
Because
did.
if you think about it, as long as so the way we go to bed fairly early, whatever. But if you stopped eating at 7:00,
Yeah.
okay, your last meal was before 7:00, and then you didn't eat until after the show, say noon the next day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's 12. 17 hours, 15 hours.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, 7 to 7 would be 12. 8,
I do
9,
six-
10, 11,
6 to
12.
10.
Yeah, so
Or-
that would be 17 hours.
Wow.
And that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a really good fast, actually.
Do you remember Jerry Wunsch? Played
Buccaneer, yeah.
for the Buccaneer, played for the Super Bowl years. He came in at training camp the second year with John Gruden one time, and I was like, Jesus, what did you do? I'm like, you okay? You healthy? Excuse me. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I lost a ton of weight. I go, what did you do? And he goes, well, for starters, I didn't eat past 6:00 every night. And this and that. He goes, that's basically all I did. He goes, I ate a little healthier. He goes, but I didn't eat it. I go, I mean, he lost a
Yeah.
person. It was amazing. It
It
was
is
great.
It's crazy to think that now the science of the human body that we know really refutes everything that they pushed back in the 30s,
Stupid
40s, and
Kellogg's
50s. Yeah,
ruined everything.
breakfast wasn't even a real thing. Like your
Right.
body's not supposed to eat in the morning. You're actually only supposed to eat in
Listen.
the afternoon.
There were commercials that said cigarettes were healthy for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Four
yeah.
out of 5 doctors
Yeah.
recommend
Yeah.
Marlboro.
Yeah.
Fred Flintstone was smoking
Yeah.
Marlboro Reds.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Uh,
that.
Joe List has a great joke about it. He goes, when I was growing up, my dad would tell me, meat and potatoes, that puts hair on your chest and this, that. He goes, then I'm like 20-something. I go, hey, Dad, I'm starting to feel like tightness in my chest. Is that the hair coming through?
Oh. All right, let's take a break. Get the show moving this morning again. Dom will be here in the 9 o'clock hour. We got Sporcle when we come back. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. We also have the Bone Bonus. That'll start at 8 o'clock this morning. Pay attention. We'll give you the Bone Bonus keyword. You put it in the app. Boom, you can win $1,000. We'll take a break. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to the
.651 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Let me tell you something. Superheating air, buddy. I can't tell you enough good things about him because I don't know if you noticed in here, Galvin, hasn't been as freezing, has it?
It was.
It's cold.
It was cold when I came in, but yeah, it's a little bit better now.
My wife called me, and I know I'm speaking to guys right now, but let me tell you this. My wife called me while I was in New York, and she said, listen, before you come home, there's something I have to tell you. I said, okay. She said, for the first time ever, I went to the thermostats and changed all the settings on what the room is supposed to be. She said, but I didn't touch upstairs. And I said, okay, so far this is divorce lines, but go ahead. And she said, I just turned them all to a temperature where I don't have to go outside every couple of minutes to thaw out, which she does. Sometimes the Ring doorbell will go off and she's sitting out there and I go out and I go, are you smoking? And she goes, no, I'm just sitting here so that I can feel my blood again. And I went, all right, well, that's good. And she lowered the rooms to like 71, 72 in some rooms. And the house is a nice, cool temperature. And maybe it doesn't have to be freezing all the time. I mean, it's 68 upstairs. We're telling you right now. But that's how efficient the AC works, and that's what a great job Superheat and Air does. So if your electric bill is really high, and you're like, man, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, I had a drink of cream and it just messed my system up. Superheat and Air will take care of it for you. And of course, if you need a new unit, you don't have to wait, especially if it's money reasons that you're waiting. They'll put a new unit in for you, and you'll have no interest, no payments for 18 months. Go to superheatandair.com. That is superheatandair.com. It surprises me as much as I talk about them and as long as they've sponsored the show that people forget the name. Just think of a little super cape. Think of a little air conditioner with a cape on it. Superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta show.
Two things real quick. One, I saw a guy who said every once in a while you got to do this to make sure your wife, falls back in love with you. And he goes and he takes the batteries out of the thermostat. They have like a thermostat, one of the ones, and then he unplugs the TV from the back. And she's like, the TV's not working. And he goes, all right, let me see what I can do.
I'll get it.
And brings like a whole tool belt in and stuff. And he's got a drill and he's behind it just going like that, whatever. And then just plugs it back in. Then goes over to the thermostat and he's doing it. And then the water, he shut the water off. So he's underneath there and he's hitting it with the thing. And he goes, I did it. He goes, I changed the flux capacitor in the AC. He goes, then I changed the alternator on the TV. And she goes, thank you so much.
My wife and I have been married for almost 21 years. So she called me one day and she goes, hey, I'm sorry to wake you, but the TV in the bedroom's not working. And I go, I have to get up. And a couple hours, she goes, I know, but I can't get it. I go, okay, it's 10 o'clock. Go to bed. Just go to bed. That's my.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't. What am I, the repairman? I don't know what she wants.
You're the man of the house.
Yeah, I don't believe in those stereotypes, Carmen. I also cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I also cook, and I believe that women should know math. So.
Plus, there's
Yeah,
9 other
wait.
TVs in this house.
11.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. You know
by
what?
the way-
Somebody said to me on Instagram, they go, I would love to know why you have so many refrigerators. Like, I would love the explanation for it. And I thought, I think I'm going to do that. I think I might make a video because the truth is I only have 2 big refrigerators. I have one in my kitchen and one in the garage. The other ones are little mini ones that were built in the house before I moved in here. There's one outside my bedroom. There's like a little wet bar. There's one upstairs. There's one they're just like encounter spaces. And then we have a beverage refrigerator in the kitchen so that not all the waters and cans are in the refrigerator.
Right.
That's
Right.
all.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not, but I have a refrigerator outside.
Yeah, by
Joe
your,
one in
your
Joey's
grill
room.
stuff and everything, which makes sense. Yeah.
So it's not like I just have 10 Sub-Zeros in my house, but I might do a little video tour of the fridges. Now TVs though is out of control.
Also,
There's way too many TVs.
I would say the majority of people, if they could, would have refrigerators everywhere.
Well, Galvin,
you know what I mean? Like
I'm
it makes
gonna tell you,
sense.
the refrigerator outside of my bedroom has been empty, I think, since we moved in. The one upstairs is used a lot because the kids hang out up there. It's filled with sodas and beer and stuff like that. And then the little ones, like Joey has one in his room. I don't know. He's probably got weed in there. I don't even know.
I had one in my room and would have waters in there and stuff, but it was just annoying because it would click on and do that stuff. Yeah, and I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's funny. And a lot of times people, especially troll people or people who don't like me, or like Calta's always on the air bragging about all the money he has and all this stuff. I don't. If I say it, I'm saying it as a joke. I'm like, well, because I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm not at all. For years, I drove a car that was 17 years old. I don't know what you want from me. It's Bobby Kelly who's ruined everything.
Yeah.
He started telling people I made $14 million a year and I have 20 TVs and 900 refrigerators. And everybody's like, oh, Calta's always bragging about this.
By
Mini
the way,
fridges.
I'd like to point out you are rich.
No,
listen.
yeah.
You are rich. You're not wealthy. You don't
Yeah.
have millions and millions of dollars that you can do whatever you want. But you're rich. But you worked at it.
No, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't
I'm not
understand why-
apologizing. I just for success. All I'm saying is that the last thing you'll hear me going is, well, me, I am so rich. Not at all. I every day live with especially in this job, live with the idea that this could be my last day. And then what do? I'm more trying to make money to save for the future than I am to go buy anything. There's nothing. My wife leases a car. I drive my truck from Stingray Chevrolet. My son's the only one with a nice car in this whole house, and that was because that was his first car. He gets one out of me, and now he's on his own.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I that kind of stuff just makes me laugh. It really does. And then one of the other things on me is he's always talking about his famous friends. Yeah, I don't. What do you want from me? I hang out with some cool people. That's it. That's my life.
We call them friends. I don't know what you want.
And I'm as excited to hang out with them as I am to talk about them. So I'm one of you guys that got lucky.
You did buy a PS5 because your wife was taking too long in the store.
Well,
Yeah, well, Gio, when you buy a beach condo on the water and it doesn't have a PS5,
gotta
Too
get
much.
one.
and by the way, that only has one refrigerator. Yeah. I might be hitting the skids.
You're slumming it out there, Mike.
Also, I would like to point out, Carmen, that these losers all broke.
Already?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
drinking
We already ordered
cream. They
breakfast.
ordered breakfast. Everything's going on.
Carmen,
Really?
Carmen, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Oh my
I
god.
do.
Even Spanish? Even you?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
the first one.
Oh
Ian
my
Beckles-
god.
Ian Beckles already called us pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, and Spanish was texting me, I'm not breaking. I'm going to go the whole week.
Oh,
Don't
the
tell
week?
those guys.
Yesterday I was on a high. Today, give me that mozzarella and
Really?
cheese sandwich. Yeah.
My wife was
All right.
like, just go 24 hours. And I'm like, all right. So I feel like I accomplished a goal.
Yeah.
I'll
Didn't
try
you
it
say
again.
you did like 5
did-
days or something?
I don't
did
believe it.
3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
when
did
I
3.
was sober. Yeah.
A friend of mine that we know, I'll tell you off the air, lost 40 pounds from fasting from 6:30 p.m. till 9:30 a.m. Who can't do that? We go to
Yeah.
bed at that time.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you see all the time where a lot of women will be like, I've been working out every day, twice a day for the last 3 months, and this and that. I'm down 3 pounds. My husband stopped drinking soda, and he lost 48 pounds in a week.
look at
Right.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Post Malone claims that it's just soda that he stopped drinking. I don't know about that. And cocaine.
My brother-in-law lost 100 pounds. He was doing intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, he also watched what he ate, but
Yeah.
that was part of it.
But so I saw this thing, and this is why I'm sticking to the 3 days because I work
Well,
out.
you need to.
I eat healthy. I stop drinking. Okay, fat ass,
Oh,
shut up.
I couldn't believe you let that go.
Yeah, I just ignore him. He doesn't mean anything to me, and that's why he loses Sporcle all the time. Anyway, I've been working out, eat good. I stopped drinking for 2 months, didn't lose a single pound, fluctuated between 3 pounds. I watched videos on this 3-day fast, and they said if you're having problems losing weight and you're doing all the things right, this can break that weight plateau, basically.
Yeah, it's really interesting, the science behind of all the stuff. So my brother Tim, his wife did a fitness contest.
I was going to say, don't tell me she went on a diet.
No. But did you ever see any of those pictures where she just got
Yes.
shredded?
Yes.
And Tim would tell her, okay, but now you have to have this meal, and it was a meal that had fats and had this and that. And she was like, no, I want to. He goes, you have to do
Yeah.
this to go back into this and change the stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy how if you know what you're doing. None of us do. If you know what you're doing, how much you can change the different stuff.
is
It's
wild.
crazy.
They're showing a thing for 101.5, The Vibe.
The vibe.
The Vibe, our sister station.
A couple days later, aren't they?
Vibing. Yeah.
I was like,
I gotta
how
tell
is
you,
Did you guys
I like
hear
the
Pee Wee
music.
Herman died?
Yeah.
I like the music too, Carmen.
That was what,
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah.
And now we're on Tuesday?
So their tag, like we have 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Their tagline is 101.5 The Vibe. Come vibe with us.
Ooh.
I told him, I said, how do you guys not consult me? I go, listen, Carmen, tell me this
I'm
isn't
with
about
you.
101.5 The Vibe. This is how we vibe it.
Thank God they didn't ask you.
I'm 100% in on that.
All right.
It'll be stuck in your head for the rest of the day.
They start asking older black people, and they go, "It's like some goofy white guy program this station."
This is how we vibe it.
I like it too, Carmen. I at the beginning they played that Mary J. Blige song over and over again. I was like, I don't know, and then all of a sudden they started playing some other stuff, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
Pete's just dying. Pete and my wife are loving life right now.
Oh, every 30 and 40-year-old mom
Oh,
is
yeah.
jamming hard.
And Pete.
And Pete.
Pete's
well,
like
40-year-old
Pete-
mom.
Pete's listening to Maxwell and Keith Sweat.
Oh, yeah.
all of
Yeah.
Pete Sweat.
Pete Sweat. Girl. All right, Carmen, what are we giving away today?
Okay, so today we are giving away.
Hey, by the way, Valerie in the Honda Civic, if you're listening, speed it up. We're starving. Go ahead, Carmen. Sorry.
All right, so we have a pair of tickets for the USF versus Alabama game happening this weekend.
Huge game this weekend. Gio, are you going to that?
No.
Alabama coming here to take on USF. Almost sold out. That's a big deal.
Better be a very close game.
No, it definitely won't be a close game, but it'll be one of the few sellouts we have this year. I mean, it's going to be exciting to have Alabama in town. And
I mean, it's looking like Alabama might be down a little bit, so you never know.
you never know.
There's
you
a
never know.
puncher's chance.
Yeah. I know nothing about college football.
We also have
I know
tickets.
Dion won again. That's all I know.
He did.
We
Sorry,
also
Coach Prime.
all right.
I'll keep interrupting you.
Yeah.
All right, Sporcle. 3 doors down. Eric Church. Lewis Black.
I don't
and
understand why it's so difficult. Like, you don't just go, we have 3 doors down, Lewis Black. Da, da, da. Instead, it's like you're reading for the first time.
No, because I wait for you to interrupt me and say something about the tickets like you did about the USF versus
somebody
Alabama
needs
game.
Somebody needs a snack.
Hangry.
No, I'm
hangry.
fine. But you're not going to, but you interrupt me and then
This
you're
is
like,
how we
"Hey,
do
do
it."
This is how we
I love it. I love
There you
it.
go. There you
Carmen
go.
is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we are going to play title roles. Can you name the actors who played these title roles?
All right.
All right.
Last names work.
Last name works.
All
yeah.
right.
First one, American Gangster.
Washington.
Mike. Bruce Almighty.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Spanish. Captain Phillips.
Next.
Galvin.
What?
No integrity on that one?
Pap.
Galvin.
Okay.
Integrity.
What's that, Gio?
I said, oh, wow.
Django Unchained.
Fox.
Kennedy. Yeah.
Fox. Mike.
What's happening?
Milk.
Penn.
Yes. Pap.
Galvin.
Galvin gets the point.
Agreed.
Nacho Libre.
Black.
Galvin. Napoleon Dynamite.
Hater.
Mike. Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Cena. Yep.
Sarah.
Spanish.
That's John Cena.
He'd have a better chance, I think. Yeah.
Spanish. The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Corral.
Mike. The Emperor's New Groove.
Spade.
Spanish.
Who?
David Spade.
Spade.
It was a cartoon. He was a llama.
Oh, okay.
He was the llama.
The Pianist.
Rush.
Brody.
Brody.
That's right.
Spanish. Zoolander.
Stiller.
Geo. Logan.
Jackman.
Oh.
Geo.
It's hard, man.
It really is.
Arthur.
More.
Mike. Beverly Hills Cop.
Murphy.
Mike.
I almost said Foley.
So did I.
And Pap. We are halfway there.
Gio is on the board. He's got 2. Galvin has 3. Spanish with 4. And Michael is your leader, but only by 2 with 6.
By the way, this has an asterisk because I haven't eaten anything.
I had a sip of cream.
All right. Title roles.
The food is on the way.
This is how
We're
we
down. All right, here we go.
Your next one. Brewster's Millions.
Pryor.
Yeah, papaya.
Yes.
Papaya.
Papaya. Galvin.
Hey, papaya.
Dances with Wolves.
Costner.
Yes. Pap.
Michael.
Mike gets the point.
Agreed.
Thank you. Integrity.
Father of the Bride.
Martin.
Mike. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
What's
Broderick.
his name? What is
Yes.
it? Broderick.
Broderick.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Nerd.
Gandhi.
Kingsley.
Galvin.
Mike said.
Goodwill Hunting.
Damon.
Affleck.
No.
Damon.
The real star.
Galvin. Happy Gilmore.
Sandler.
Spanish.
That's an idiot.
Maverick.
Top Gun.
Hey, Cruz.
No.
Oh,
you
James
took
Garner.
James Garner?
Yeah.
Or Mel
No.
Gibson? Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
I was looking for Mel Gibson.
No, that's not the real Maverick.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but it's Top Gun Maverick.
And it was first. Maverick
Volume
was
2.
first. Remind me to tell you something about
Not my Maverick.
Remind me to tell you something about Maverick when this is over. Go ahead.
No point.
Next one. Patch Adams.
Williams.
Robbins. Yep. Robbins Williams.
Yep. Mike. Raging Bull.
De Niro.
Mike.
Oh.
That was
Pap.
Galvin.
Thank you.
Galvin gets the point.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good. Rain Man.
Hoffman.
Galvin.
Morty.
RoboCop.
Weller.
Galvin. Scarface.
Pacino.
Pap.
Galvin.
Galvin gets the point.
God damn it.
Schindler's List.
Fines.
Neeson.
Neeson.
Why do I always say
Because you like
Baby.
Fines better in
Yeah,
that
I
movie.
guess,
What a
I
bad
guess.
person you are.
I actually never saw that movie.
Spanish. The American President.
Douglas.
God damn it.
Galvin. The Thomas Crown Affair.
Hank.
Brosnan.
Brosnan, Mike.
Look at Larry Crown.
Uncle Buck.
Candy.
Hanks. Idiot.
Candy.
I almost
Mike.
cursed.
Oh
Mike gets point.
Should
Mike gets
not do
point.
that. Mike gets the point.
Thank you.
Wayne's World.
Myers. Damn it, Calvin.
Galvin and Pap.
Damn you.
We are on the last 3.
Well, Gio still has his 2 points. Spanish has 7. Michael has 11. And Galvin is your leader by 1. He has 12.
Oh, tight. All right.
All right.
Give me some of that cream.
This is how we're vibing. All right, I feel better now. Here we go.
Okay, title roles, last 3. Here we go. Joker.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Oh, wrong Joker.
Joker. Galvin. Last 2. Creed.
Ooh.
Jordan.
Galvin.
Slam the door.
And your last one. Black Panther.
Bozeman.
Wakanda.
Gio.
Damn it.
Your final score, Gio with 3 points on the board, Spanish with a total of 7, Michael 11 points, and Galvin is your triumphant champion. He won with 14.
Good job, Galvin. That was a fun game. Thank you very much for playing.
I passed out from yelling.
I hate when I know it, but I can't.
It's so hard to get out of
Like,
your mouth.
My mouth won't move.
Yeah. All right, Calvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Put It All on Black, Short Shorts, and I'm an Oil Man.
Oh, okay. It's Tycoon, if you will. That's cool. We'll take a break. Galvin has your news when we come back. I want to let you know. You want to know something? You got plans for the weekend? No?
Yeah, I do
don't think I
actually.
do.
What do you got, Spanish?
Visiting family in Sarasota.
Okay.
It is. I'm not looking forward to it.
You're not looking forward to it? Why?
Because my grandparents were lunatics.
Oh, well, then by all means, go hang out with them. If you are ready to escape to Margaritaville for a night, they have unforgettable music, good vibes. 1025 The Bone and Landshark Lager present a tribute to Jimmy Buffett. It's happening Saturday the 16th at Janus Live. You can go by and sing along with the Landsharks band live, the original and official Jimmy Buffett tribute band endorsed by Jimmy himself.
Yes.
You can have an ice-cold Landshark Lager and a toast to Jimmy. It's a free event. Gates open at 7 o'clock. It's Janus Live on Saturday. Go by and see the Landsharks band. They're going to be live, and they're going to be doing a nice little tribute to Jimmy. You can go out there and have some Landshark and enjoy the night. Close your eyes and pretend you're on an island somewhere or hanging out in the
Get
Keys.
your Hawaiian shirt on,
yeah,
your flip-flops.
your coconut bras,
Sure.
the whole deal.
Yeah, guys with coconut bras. That's always funny.
I mean, let's face it. The sad reality is you're never going to be able to see Jimmy Buffett again. But if you can live in his spirit and do this with Landshark, do that on Saturday night at one of the best places to see a concert in all of St. Pete, and that is Janus Live. So go by and check that out on Saturday. We will take a break. Galvin has your news next on 1025 The Bone. Charlie Belcher has the best job in the world. When he's not out at the world's biggest cookies kissing little puppies. Where is he, Galvin, you know? Like, that's
don't-
not the SPCA, is it?
No, I don't know where he is.
He's holding what looks like a little black lab.
By the way, we talked about this the other day. Fox 13,
Yeah,
put
you
up
missed
where
out.
Charlie is. Say Charlie's World at
Yeah.
wherever they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
little
come on.
Chiron at the bottom.
You're
Come on.
assuming that everyone can hear Charlie. We can't hear Charlie. We just see Charlie.
Most people watch TV with the volume on. We don't.
He has a little black lab puppy that is adorable.
But you guys know that's what like closed caption is for, right?
Nah.
No, he just-
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't-
too distracting.
We don't want to read everything he's saying. We just want to know where he's at. You know what I
They
mean?
could
Just-
put it, they could put it in the letterbox right there.
Yeah.
Charlie's World at Black Puppies.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
If there was a place called Black Puppies, that would be great.
yeah.
If it was Black Puppy Brewing and there was just filled with black labs when you went there,
If there was a strip club called Black Puppies.
Definitely spend some money there, I can tell you that. Anyway, welcome back to the program. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I want to thank our friends from Lifeguard Imaging for sponsoring Sporcle. Don't forget, cancer, heart disease, you don't even detect it. But if you go to lifeguardimaging.com, they can find it in your body before anybody else. Go to lifeguardimaging.com, where I actually sent my parents to go over there, fully scanned, fully clear. Everything is good. Yeah. So my dad's wife was a 0 as expected.
You almost said your mom, but you pulled back on it.
Oh, did I? You know what's? I don't know. I always call them my parents. You know what I mean, like
Right.
collectively. But I feel like I don't know.
Do you call her by her first name though? Whenever you see her? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It would be weird. First of all, we're very close in age. It would be weird to call her mom. But she is very maternal. Like she's a great person. But it's just weird to I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think she needs a 52-year-old son either. You know what I mean?
Mommy, will you make me a peanut butter and jelly?
Well, she does. That's the first thing I do when I walk in. I go, "What do we got? What are we cooking here? What's going on?" Anyway, they went in there and they were all clear, and nothing makes you feel better than when you have peace of mind, and you can get that peace of mind at lifeguardimaging.com. Go schedule your appointment today. Tell them you heard about it on this show, and they take care of our listeners. Martine will be here to do football picks. When is that? Tomorrow or Thursday?
That
Thursday.
should, yeah.
We're not in a groove yet where I could remember things, so he'll be here on Thursday.
Yeah. For the entire length.
We've
of
only
the show.
been doing
Yeah.
been doing football
All
picks
right, I don't
on
need
Thursday.
everybody to gang up on me
We're
today. I'm not such a bad guy.
Promises.
I did break a promise to myself. I officially sold my Pearl Jam tickets.
Oh. So no Pearl Jam? Or was that just one of
No
the
Pearl Jam
two?
because the problem is they're on Monday night and Tuesday night. So no matter, even if I went to one night, I'd have to miss 2 days of work.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense.
Were they always on Monday or Tuesday, or that just changed?
It was, but remember the idea was that I was going to Chicago and I had a place to do the show there. Then I was going to Austin and a place. Well, Pete was like, I don't think I could do the Chicago one. Jake's got hockey or whatever. And I was like, all right, we'll just go to Austin. Then the Austin was like, he's like, I can only do one show. I'm gonna be back. I gotta work. And I was like, you know, I'm not. I was gonna go by myself and be very happy about it.
Yeah.
But then Carmen, I literally have to go and miss 3 days of work because, or I can get up after being out all night at the concert and do it from my hotel room. That's probably gonna sound echoey. It just wouldn't make sense. It's easier for me to stay here.
That opens it up for Oktoberfest now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, that's coming up at
You guys
the end
will
of
have a
September.
blast.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let's go.
Although I tell you, last night when they showed that the Bucks were playing in Germany and London, London's a hop, man. We can be on a flight to London and be there in 8 hours. That's not a bad one. We don't have any tickets to the game.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
When are they playing?
I don't even know. I just saw it last night for
Was
the
that
first
this year?
time.
No, not this year.
Oh,
I
I thought they said they were doing two. I thought they were doing one London and one Germany.
don't think so. Well, they
Oh,
played,
maybe they were just showing the previous ones.
Yeah. They played in London before.
Right.
Yeah.
So where is it this year?
I know the Chiefs are playing in Germany this year.
Oh,
I don't think the Bucks are playing an international game this year. They're not.
No, they're it's not the Bucks.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not the Bucks.
I know
Yeah.
the Chiefs are playing in that same stadium the Bucks played last year. This year.
Okay. I wouldn't want to go if it's not the Bucks. You
No,
know what I mean?
either would I.
But I would go to London because London's just a quick hop. You can get there and go to the game and hang out for a couple hours and come back. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But to Germany drained the life out of me on that flight. I don't think I've ever been
What's the difference?
8 hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What did it take us? 14 hours to get to Germany?
I think so. Yeah.
It's a long haul, man.
It was awful.
That's a long
It really
haul.
was awful. I don't ever want to have to experience a middle coach seat again in my life.
A flight anything longer than 8 hours in there is pretty. When Casey and I went to Amsterdam, we were in economy class, and after about 8 hours, it gets rough.
Listen, I could fly in a first class seat with Amanda or Joey or Juliana anywhere. I could do an Australia flight. All right. I'm not even talking about the beds. I'm talking about just the seat. That's fine because you sleep most of the way. You watch movies. That's fun. You know what I mean? Try to keep your mind off the fact that you're 30,000 feet over the water in the sky and you're fine. Keep the windows closed. But when
Keep
I
the
had
windows closed in the. Close
the
the
shade.
I was gonna say.
you don't want to open a window on a plane.
Hey, crack that window. It's getting a little stuffy in here.
Yeah.
When I was sitting on the flight on the way there, in between two people with my arms folded for 14 hours, maybe that's why my shoulder hurts.
yeah.
It's just miserable, and I'm not even talking about from being fat. Even if you're skinny and you're sitting next to other people, it's not comfortable.
One of the best times it is to be little is in that airplane. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but this though, Spanish, you fit in the seat and you fit comfortably, but you're not comfortable
No.
for 14 hours.
Like,
you know.
My knees were right up against the seat in
Yeah.
front of me.
My brother, when we went to Japan, my brother was like, "We have to get the beds," and I was like, "I don't know, dude. That's expensive." And he looked at me and he was like, "This is an 18-hour flight.
Oof.
It would be ridiculous And I started thinking about it. And I went, you know what? You're 100% right. And
You're 18 hours in the air.
yeah.
Oh my God.
We were talking about Vietnam.
Oh, I started looking last
Dude,
night.
it's like some of those flights are 18 hours, close to 20 hours.
You can't go somewhere go like 10
Stop.
and then 8.
Yeah,
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can,
but if
yeah.
you
I would do
so
that.
we were going to Japan for 2 weeks, so we had a plan. We had to get there and start moving. You know what I mean? So.
I think Germany was 13.
13, 14.
14 by
yeah.
the time you finally get off the plane
right.
and stuff.
Yeah. I'll tell you, though, 100% both were worth it. Both
Yeah,
were worth it. I love Germany more than I ever thought I would. I never would have gone to Germany if it wasn't for the Bucks because it always just seemed like the Berlin Wall to me. Like it seemed like gross gray Germany. And then you got there and it was beautiful countryside.
Awesome.
And the people were nice as can be. So, I don't know. The Vietnam thing, I asked Joey last night. I was like, would you go to Vietnam? And he goes, yeah. He's like, why Vietnam? I go, because Bert did that episode, and I've wanted to go ever since. He's like, yeah, I'd go. And I don't think Amanda wants to go.
Really?
Yeah, so, I don't know. If she wants to go, I'm going to show her videos of Platoon and be like, you don't want to go here. You don't want to do this.
Tiger
They're
Cage.
still doing this, yeah.
Yeah.
So
They
now-
hate women.
So now you guys are dead. You got Oktoberfest. You got the Burt Cruise. Our
Vietnam.
cruise, Vietnam.
The Burt Cruise is happening. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
prepared for that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what?
Gio, are you ready?
I'm out.
To not go.
Yeah.
I got snubbed.
Yeah.
You
That's
did.
right.
That's right.
Yeah, well, Joe does so much on the show.
Needs to be rewarded.
Yeah, you earned it, Joe. You earned it.
Joe,
Yes, Michael.
Uber Eats is 3 minutes away.
Something's going down.
That's your job.
Yep.
Listen to me.
Weird.
That's the most important job in the world right now. Okay, between you and Valerie, who's bringing the food, this is the most important job. Thank you very much,
You're welcome, Michael.
ladies and gentlemen. 7:27 in the a.m. Let's check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin
2 minutes.
on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. This is how we pelts it.
Yes,
I don't know.
Use it for everything.
We're working on it.
Tomorrow I'm going to be like, Galvin has your news now.
Pelt Shoes has all the different styles and brands you're looking for, whether you need some athletic shoes, you need some dress shoes, you need some shoes for the beach. They have them all right there. They have the Hey Dudes that everybody loves, and they have the new foot scanning technology, 3D foot scanner that's going to tell you all the information you need to know about your feet. That way you're getting the perfect measurement. That way you're getting the perfect fitting shoes, so you're not having any foot pain or back pain or anything like that because you're wearing shoes that are too small or too big. Not good for you. So the Pelt Shoe Fit experts will make sure you're getting the proper fitting shoes. Pelt has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Whenever you stop in there, make sure you whisper my name, Galvin. Galvin. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase. Pelt shoes, get them at Pelts.
Also, good for people with fat feet.
Sure.
Wide
absolutely.
feet. They got wide shoes, and they're nice. Hey, I got a text from Ian. Very supportive. He said, I said, dude, I feel like I'm going to puke. And he said, it's all mental. That's what we're trying to achieve. You can do anything. And I wrote back, yes, I can eat. You can do anything. You can eat a breakfast buffet from Panera. Joe!
Yes.
Let me see what the countdown is.
All right.
Stand by.
Okay.
It's arriving now. Go greet her at the door.
All
Greet
right.
her. Greet her.
Yes.
I didn't mean to dismiss you, Joe. I didn't mean like
Hello,
go.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Just saying, get her breakfast and hurry up.
Valerie.
I love her, Val. Anybody know that song, Valerie,
Yeah.
the monkey song? Today's the day the monkeys were formed.
Oh wow, I didn't know
I
that.
saw it on Fox 13.
what
They won't
is
tell you
the,
what Charlie is, but they'll tell you about that.
Elvis Costello has a, what is his song?
And her name is Veronica.
Veronica,
Yeah.
not Valerie. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. The casino and hotel chain MGM Resorts International said on Monday that a cybersecurity issue was affecting some of its online system, causing disruptions for customers, particularly in Las Vegas,
Well,
where
by the way,
cybersecurity.
they're downplaying that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where cybersecurity experts said the company was likely the victim of a cyber attack. MGM Resorts did not share specifics on the disruption or disclose the issue when it began or when it was detected, but it said that law enforcement has been notified. In a statement, the company said it has taken, quote, prompt actions to protect our system and data, including shutting down certain systems. I have a lot of information there.
So
you
they
have a lot of
shut
information
down.
there.
They shut down all of the MGM Resorts IT. So they could not, like, their casinos were still operating, but some slot machines were down. They couldn't operate the slot machines, and they couldn't check people into rooms and all that because their keys wouldn't open the rooms. The doors wouldn't open. Yeah, they worked around it, and they eventually were able to function. They never closed the casino down. and they were putting out things that said, hey, we're still fully functional in the casino. God forbid we should go 5 minutes without winning $5 million. But the rest of it, though, was really sketchy. I mean, the fact that somebody can go in and shut a chain down in Las Vegas is scary, man. It really is. We are so vulnerable to cyber attacks.
Sure.
And I'm talking about us as private citizens, us as companies, us as governments. I mean, our number one attack when we attack another country is shutting down their grid. That's what we're going to do, and that's certainly what they're going to do to us. And Lord knows they've done it to us before.
Oh, for sure.
You'll never hear about it, but they've shut down. Like remember when New York had that power outage for a little while, and they shut the whole grid down, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's just a old system. It's a mistake. We'll get it back up and running." And then boom! Oh, Joe is here.
Yes.
The champ is here.
Deb's here.
Also, think about how much information they have because, whenever you book a room with credit cards and all that stuff, they have all that information.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Well, not only that.
What is that?
Start throwing that out.
I mean, it's right there.
Do you need me for news, Galvin?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
I call the shots
Do you
around here.
ever?
Do I ever? Yeah.
A couple things about that. The non-conspiracy theory is North Korea is responsible for most of the cyber attacks that happen around the world. They don't have much in actual military
But
defense.
so my friend Vinny, he used to work for the FBI, who does cybersecurity. He said it's not. I mean, they may be the ones as far as starting, with going after other countries and all that stuff. But it's usually like the Czechoslovakian area, like that whole spot. East
Interesting
Germany.
you say that. That leads me to my next point. North Korea has been meeting with Russia recently, and they both are very good at
Today.
cyber attacks.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
So this is part of that whole BRICS system that they're learning to work together against us. Yeah. So
But you know what? There should, I don't know, Joe. I got
Come
breakfast
on,
souffle,
man.
little round things.
And then the conspiracy theory is that the same group that did the whole warning about the pandemic also has a big warning about a cybersecurity attack that's going to happen. It's going to shut the world down.
Oh, brother.
So yeah, so
Stand by.
it's
We
getting
got
interesting.
what do you got? Come here. What is it?
Oh,
Yes,
Jesus.
there should be 2 of these. All right. My God.
Good grief.
Well, you guys have all seen the video of Bill Gates
Oh, my
talking
God.
about pandemic
Yep.
number 2,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what though? Pandemic number 1, if it was an attack, was very successful.
Well, it was us. We are the ones that probably did that.
We did the pandemic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not China Wuhan flu.
Nah, because the a sad
Hold on, you want to
thing-
hear my first bite?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. The military that was in charge of overseeing the Wuhan lab wasn't supposedly was not the Chinese government. It was our government. Yeah, which is why we had the funding going over there. Yeah.
I don't care.
So nobody won the Powerball drawing last night for $522 million jackpot. So the new jackpot has grown to an estimated $550 million.
This is how we win it.
With a cash value of $266 million. The next drawing happens on Wednesday.
We're gonna
So
be rich.
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Gio, you playing?
No, I'm not. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
I'm excited for you guys, though. I
Yeah.
think it's going to work out.
We're-
By the way, I don't believe anything Gio says. He's playing
Exactly.
Powerball. He's eating pizza. We
Did
don't
you
know.
Did you even wait till like last night to eat?
Yes.
He said
No.
like 5
He
o'clock.
said he ate
Oh, he was
dinner.
eating yesterday.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Like,
But
he
I mean,
didn't even
did you
go
have
24
lunch?
hours.
I'm wondering if you just had lunch. or
I did
something.
not have lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a snack?
I did not have a snack.
So your first meal was 5 o'clock yesterday?
It was like around 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Ew.
I'm in here last night doing commercials, and I'm like, oh God, what is going on? I went in there, and my wife was making a pizza for Juliana, and I could just smell the smell, and I went, oh my God, you're killing me, because it comes in this room first. There it was, just sitting there on the oven. I'm like, let me just take a little. I didn't even take a little piece. I didn't cheat at all.
How about this guy? I made a pizza for my wife.
Oh
and
my
didn't-
God.
And I'm sitting here while you guys are eating breakfast.
You're just
That's
tortured.
impressive,
Not gonna break.
Galvin.
So-
Not
Not
gonna
gonna break.
You're going to keep going for the full more day, another day?
Yeah. Well, I have blood work today that I'm going to do,
Oh.
so I'll see about after that. But probably just go until maybe tomorrow after the show.
Wow.
Eat, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of food, listen to this. Publix announced it's kicking off new football season by releasing 4 new NFL team-themed pub
I
subs.
saw it already.
The company said it worked with corporate chefs to draw up a game plan for 4 new NFL-themed subs representing the Buccaneers, the Jaguars, the Atlanta Falcons, and Miami Dolphins. So here are some of the different ones. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Public said that their sub brings a different spin to a classic chicken tender sub.
Yeah.
The Jacksonville Jaguars sub features a flavor profile centered around barbecue. Atlanta Falcons. Listen to this.
Why? I don't understand. Why don't they just put Falcon on one, Dolphin on the other?
Well, that's
Can't.
yeah. You ruined my joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but
I
listen,
figured you would have came in early
6
with
and
it.
9, Mike's out.
listen to this. This actually does sound really good. The Atlanta Falcons one is chicken tenders with a sweet maple seasoning and topped with bacon. And it also features peach preserves and sriracha mayonnaise.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
For Atlanta.
Yeah, for
They
Atlanta.
should use Falcon tenders.
Yeah. I know, right?
That's a good one.
All right.
Mouthful.
Falcon tenders.
I have very little cares today.
Miami Dolphins is a spin on a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah.
Miami, yeah. So you can check
Shocking.
Publix.com to see if your store is participating.
For the Publix, the Buccaneer sub to not be baked something is
I know.
big,
Oh yeah.
big
Yeah.
misstep.
Well, no. So they came out with the Buccaneer sub last year, and they just added on to it basically with the other teams. It's chicken tenders,
It's buffalo
cheese,
chicken sandwich.
barbecue sauce,
Yeah.
and
They
like,
should
something
do a pub sub for the Bucks. They should have it be corn, and it's a Buccaneer of corn.
Oh.
6 to 9. I'm out.
no.
Falcons.
Good thing I didn't interrupt that one.
Falcons. Apple unveils its new iPhone 15 today.
What is it?
Is anybody excited?
I am because I need a new iPhone.
It says 31% of us couldn't care less.
I'm excited the 14 will drop in price.
yes, exactly.
A lot of people are saying they don't plan on buying the newest version because it doesn't really, there's no big difference, whatever.
I read a thing though. It said this one has this though, and I didn't click on it. I didn't care.
They say like every 2 years is the major change.
I
in
have
the, iPhone.
the, I think this is the 14.
I have the 8 Plus.
Yeah, you
Shut
got
up.
it. You
Swear
got
to
it.
God.
Are you serious? Joe has a better phone than you?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, but mine works. I mean, fine.
You
I
guys
have
should
the
switch,
12.
by the way. He's not using it
Yeah.
Yeah.
for what it was
Spanish
bought
does the
for.
button on the front of his.
Yeah, I love that button.
You have to understand though that you're missing out on a lot of things you don't realize.
I agree. I agree with you. Yeah, I know I do because Karishma has an upgraded phone and she's always showing me stuff. I'm like, God damn, you can do everything.
What is
Well,
stopping you?
I don't know.
It's not expensive, and you could pay
yeah.
it. They put it in your bill.
I
And
know.
the thing is they always get me because they're like, hey, dude, you can get a new phone and it's actually cheaper than your
Yeah.
old phone. And you get that, and I go, how do you do that? And they go, I don't know. And I go,
Yeah.
me either. Just do it. I have no idea. Meanwhile, I'm probably signing a contract that they
I
own my
know.
likeness for the next 20 years.
They
and-
see that you're
Right.
about to pay off that phone. Like,
Yeah.
oh, let's give us this one. I'll give you a brand new one.
Yeah.
We'll add 22 more payments on your
I'm
bill.
like, oh.
Right, that's how Juliana gets new iPads all the time. Every time we go there, like, you have an upgrade for the iPad. We're like, oh, okay, give her a bigger iPad. Okay.
I'm absolutely amazed at the stuff my phone does without me doing anything.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
like pop up with different things, and I'm like, that's absolutely amazing. Like you can literally just go park your car, walk away, whatever, and then later on in the day you go, hey, where's my car? And it goes, yeah,
Yeah.
it's right here. And you're like, oh, I didn't even tell you to like drop
Yeah.
a pin or do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Although that also shows you
Little
that they're
scary.
tracking you
Oh,
constantly.
yeah.
Yeah, when you get out and it says your car is parked, or
Yeah.
or anytime I turn my phone on and it says you're 8 minutes till you get home, I'm like, oh, thank
How
you.
do you
And
know?
everything that you can add to your calendar, and it adds it automatically. You buy tickets or whatever this end. It's like, here, we'll remind you, dummy. Don't worry about it. 3 students from Palmetto Ridge High School reported that a man pointed a gun at them after he drove his truck at their vehicle and forced them into a dead-end street.
My God.
So a 40-year-old guy named Armando Masadi was arrested last week after chasing a group of teens down, pointing a gun at them. It's unclear what set Armando off, but it was apparently some sort of road rage incident because he aggressively chased their car in his truck, forced them down a dead-end street, and then confronted them with a gun. That's when Armando noticed that one of the kids was his neighbor from across the street.
Wait.
Oh, cooled off a little bit. He goes, oh, my bad, bro. Got back in his truck and left. When the kids got to school, they told police about the altercation, and he was arrested.
Okay, but
No.
I'm not racist. I don't hate any particular group of people except teenagers. And I love how all the teenagers are like, we don't know what he did.
Yeah.
He just chased after us. Oh, I'm sure you kids did nothing to make Armando mad. You didn't cut him off. You didn't give him the finger. You didn't show your BH out the window. You did nothing, Armando. Poor Armando. I'm driving home after a hard 10-hour day and have to deal with you jagoffs in your parents' car.
Let me finish. Armando is now facing charges for resisting officers
Oh.
and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I'm on Armando's side. I'm going to bail him out.
Some of the kids' parents are pressing charges against him. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
upset Armando.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? I'm the first one when they were like, your son did this. I go, I don't know. Let me talk to him. And then I come back and I go, yeah, he did. He totally, I know he did it.
What was Shane Gillis in his new special? He said, I have the face of a guy who says, well, let's see the body cam footage before we. So good. By the way, if you not watched Shane Gillis's Beautiful Dogs on Netflix, it is one of the best stand-ups out there, man. It is so good. I have a hot or not for you guys. Yes. This is an interesting one. A Virginia Democratic candidate running for the Commonwealth's House of Delegates is being accused of performing sex acts with her husband in front of an online audience and encouraging viewers to send them tip money. 40-year-old nurse practitioner Susanna Gibson reportedly used a platform called Chatterbait to stream sex acts with her husband. Gibson reportedly violated Chatterbait's terms and conditions by soliciting tips in order to perform specific sex acts that could be seen on video. She was telling viewers that she was raising money for a good cause. Gibson said to have told viewers that she would perform specific sex acts in a private room if viewers paid her more tokens. Gibson told the Washington Post that the incident represents, quote, an illegal invasion of my privacy designed to humiliate me and my family. Gibson's lawyer said that spreading the videos could be a violation of the state's revenge porn law, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. Gibson is set to face her GOP opponent, David Owen, on November 7th in the election. Okay, so she's a nurse. She is running for the Commonwealth's House delegates. She is on Chatterbait with her husband, and she was like, hey, if you guys tip me more money, I'll do this or do whatever you want and stuff. 40 years old. From Virginia. 40-year-old, she's a nurse, running for office, doing sex acts. Mike Calta, hot or not?
Smoke show.
Smoke show.
Smoke show.
Yeah, straight to the top.
Straight to the top.
All right. Gio, what do you think?
Nurse Virginia, give me them tokens. She's hot.
She's hot? All right. Spanish, what do you think?
I got to tell you, this is the first time I've ever on the fence. You got a lot of things happening. You got Nurse, which makes her hot. You got Virginia, not hot. She's 40, hot, but she's on Chatterbait and not on OnlyFans. What is that? It's like the cheap version of OnlyFans.
Okay.
I'm going not
No,
hot.
no. Chatterbait is like what's the one that you used to get on Chat Roulette?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like live stream video.
Right.
I take it back. She's hot.
But you're baiting instead of chatting?
I've been baiting before.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, you're changing?
I'm changing to hot. Yeah,
You're going to hot.
yeah.
All right. Carmen, you going to make it 4 for 4, or what do you think?
40. She's a nurse, so she's in good shape.
Running for office.
Running for office, doing things to her husband, still sexually active.
This is how she's vibing.
She's hot.
Oh, 4 for 4. Everybody says she is hot. Joe, show Virginia.
Oh,
God damn it.
Oh, my God.
yeah.
Hot.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still hot.
God gets so mad.
Let me ask you, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Because I write
what do
in
you
bold letters, scroll down to picture.
Yes, I know.
The top one was video.
Yeah.
You were going to show that until I said no.
Right.
And then you scrolled
No,
down.
I wasn't going to show that. I was scrolling down to the picture, as you noted.
Did everyone notice he stopped on the video until I said no?
I scrolled past the video and went
Let
to
me
the
ask you a
picture.
question. Why can't we just send them the picture?
Why can't he just grab the picture?
Okay, well, that too.
Because I send them the thing and I say scroll down to the picture. Because
Well, clearly that never works.
No, but I've sent him the picture before, and then he puts up the wrong picture. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yes,
I
like,
can't,
dude, what
I
do you
can't
mean?
open hot or not in the room because Gio will look over
So
his
what-
shoulder.
so
and
what-
True,
someone-
Gio's
So,
fault.
I
So
mean,
could you open it on your phone?
No, not if I want to. Not if you want to see it.
No, but how do you get it to your thing so we can see the picture instead of scrolling?
You're looking right at
and-
it. You're looking at it.
Okay. Thank you.
It's your fault.
He
and
explained
it's,
it.
and it's my fault.
Yeah, he explained it.
Now,
You're looking
Joe.
right at it. That explained it.
Yeah.
I just emailed you a picture to your Hotmail account.
Yes,
Can you get that picture without showing everybody?
for sure.
Okay, good. Let me know when that's ready because I'll go to you on that.
How about from now on I just draw the picture and I hold it up
Yes.
I
to
think
the
that would be
camera
good.
that's
Text
Not
it to
hot.
to
us.
the camera that's pointed at the back of my head.
Yep.
Joe?
I think that would be good.
Can you get that picture I just asked you about?
Sure.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Okay.
I mean, you have to look at it, but these guys don't look at
Oh,
it.
we won't look. I won't look.
How long do you think that'll take, Joe?
My eyes are closed.
How long do you want it to take?
What's that?
How long do you want it to take?
No, I
Michael?
want you to be quick. I just want to know if we can do it quick.
Did he start drinking already?
Of course.
I hope so.
He drank the whole time.
All right, don't look at it, Calvin. Don't look.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, I mean, can you look? All right, sorry. So yesterday, yesterday I was trying to find OnlyFans girls from Tampa alone. Is that how do you do that, Spanish? What's the easiest thing to do?
I don't really know because I don't really go on the OnlyFans website. I go on their Reddits.
So I am only subscribed to the Flexi Rachie that I talked to you about, and who's she's a giver, man. I love her.
Yeah.
But I don't have any other OnlyFans subscription. I think that was only 1 month. So I know that I've seen a lot of girls that I know personally on there, and I'm like, oh, look at this. So I was like, is there a way I could just look for Tampa girls? So I searched the most popular OnlyFans in Tampa, and there's other services that gather that information, and they list them for you. I went through it, and I didn't recognize anybody but like 2 people that I kind of like, oh, that girl's a porn star, that girl's a stripper, I know that girl, whatever. That was really it. It was nothing surprising. Except for the picture that I sent Joe. This person is in the top 50 people in Tampa Bay. Joe, let me know when you're ready. All right, you ready, or are you going to let me know?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, all right.
How long does it take?
How long? You did say how long do you want it to take.
Yeah.
This person is in the top 50. Now, Carmen,
Yes.
I called you yesterday.
Yes. And I'm sorry. I tried calling you back, but I was,
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But I 100% think you should do an OnlyFans. A non-naked OnlyFans, you'll make a ton of money.
Yeah, I said that, and you guys all booed me.
Yes,
Boo.
but
Exactly.
Take it off.
I didn't realize
All right.
how many people are there for feet
Yeah.
and for like exercise videos and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
It
not
is
just
amazing.
It's not just naked ladies.
I only
that
want
make
to see
money.
naked. I only want to see
Right.
naked. I want to see to the next level naked.
The big
But
money
that's
makers are
you.
naked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
if I paid for your OnlyFans and you're showing me you working out, I'm coming over to your house and beating you up.
But
Right.
I'm gonna work out in like a thong.
Yeah.
Most of those
Like,
girls,
I mean,
most of those girls who work out, I mean, who get naked and do all that stuff, they make $100,000 a month or $50,000 a month. I'd be very happy with Carmen working out, showing her feet, and making $10,000 a month.
That's what I'm saying. An extra 10 grand. Holy,
Yeah,
that would
right?
that is life changing.
Do you feel at all that Mike disclosing your bad breath to all of Tampa Bay affected your OnlyFans?
You can't get it on OnlyFans. You can't get breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And I
still.
bet you there's a lot of people that are like blow your breath in my face.
Yeah. Hey, actually,
Yeah.
she'll send you a jar of it.
Yep.
Yeah, people
Ju-
will pay you to not take showers and wear the same socks for a week.
Oh, I would do
Yo.
that for any
Yeah.
any guys out there that want my old socks. Let me know. Hit me up, man.
By
I'll
the
sell it to
way,
you.
one of the greatest things ever was a girl that was selling her panties online, and then it came out that she was putting it on her dog.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and just wear, and then sending
Yeah.
it to the creeps. They're all just
Hey, if-
sniffing it.
If there's any gross guys out there that want my socks or old underwear, I'll sell them all. I swear to God. So, Joe, you ready?
Yes, Michael.
Okay. This was in the top 50 OnlyFans yesterday. Joe, please pull it up. Look at that guy. Oh, Fatty McFatterson.
Does anybody believe that he got this right?
No.
Who?
That this guy's in the top 50?
Yeah. It came up. I mean, look, do I know? No, but this website that lists top in the area put this guy, maybe it was top 100, but it was in the top, like he came up.
I feel like you clicked the wrong search box.
Yeah.
No, listen to me. It was out of all of it. It was girls,
Overall?
girls, fat guy, then a couple muscle guys, then girls.
All right.
This guy is in the top 100 of fat guys in Tampa named Gary that has brown hair.
Wears
And
glasses.
It's online right now.
I mean, look at that guy. That's easily a 400-pound guy
Listen.
naked.
There's a type for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Carmen.
Hey, listen, looking at that, Carmen, you should definitely do it.
Yes.
Yes, I'm with you.
Looking at that, Gio could do it.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Shots
well, I mean, we
fired.
all could do it, Gio, is what I'm
yeah.
saying.
No,
It's a communal
just
effort.
you.
Takes a village.
we're all doing an OnlyFans
Takes a
together.
village. Shows that it takes a village. All right, Carmen, if I were you, I'd start cleaning up them toes.
Yeah, listen.
Or I'd take some dirty toes first.
And then get them clean.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got clean feet, dirty feet pictures?
Listen,
Oh,
I am,
video you going and getting a pedicure done. Video you smashing cake. Spanish will sign up. You smashing cake with your feet.
I'm in.
Ah.
I'm
Yeah.
in 100% on that.
Remember that guy that came in and sucked your toes?
Yeah.
Chad has no problem. You can do little foot stuff to
Yeah.
Chad,
Yeah.
and split the earnings on that with him.
Yeah. All right.
You don't have to show
quit
his
my
face.
job now, or
But here's my question: is
You don't have to show his eyebrows.
Yeah.
if you start an OnlyFans not doing anything naked and you're making, let's say, 10 grand a month for sake of argument, what's to stop you then from just getting naked and making 100 grand a month?
myself.
But don't you think
Like,
that
if I don't
eventually, after making 10 grand a month for however long,
Can I
you're
ask an
gonna
even more
wanna-
important question? Why doesn't Holly have an OnlyFans, or does she?
I don't know.
Should we call her?
Tight. Yeah.
Let's be real.
But that's how I want to find it. None of them use their names, right?
She goes by Holy Moly.
Type in tight.
Yeah. www.tight.
It'll come right up.
I feel like she does have one, and Carmen doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah.
She hasn't told me that she has one, so I wouldn't be able to tell you either way.
Siri, show me tight.
.com.
Well, we'll see.
I think I have her phone number. Oh. Do you want me to text her?
Go for it.
Oh man, I don't want you to get mad. Sometimes
No,
you get
I'm
mad.
not. I told me and her are talking. I just told you. She never told me she had an OnlyFans. That's all the information I have.
Did you ever get the ring back?
Back.
Or did you ever get the ring? Wasn't that a big dispute?
That's none of your business,
Oh,
Gio.
okay.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
By the way, do you think the CFO is up at 7:51 in the morning?
No.
Are you kidding me? Plus, is she in Michigan at Central Time?
No, she's in Florida.
Oh, she is? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't you understand that girls
I don't keep
are
track.
like, I don't get up early in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, you want to be on the radio? And they're like, okay, I'll be there. I have no problem. Well, we'll see.
McDonald's is getting rid of their self-serve drink stations and transitioning to a system where the employees will fill all the cups. It won't be immediate change. They slowly are going to shift it by 2032. So you got a little time. So you can still make the suicides at McDonald's. A little Dr. Pepper.
2032, they're taking it back.
Yeah.
They're taking it back behind the counter.
Yes, yeah.
What's I wonder why?
By then it'll be all robots anyways.
So people aren't like, just give me water, and then they go over and get Coke.
Oh,
yeah.
burn on you. You guys are going under McDonald's.
Plus, it's always all gross over there, and like,
Yeah.
you know,
Here's the thing: McDonald's makes most of their money on soda because they get it for cheap. They sell it for a lot of money. I mean, you go look at your McDonald's. You buy 2 hamburgers for $3. You mix in a soda, and it's another $3.
But do you know why McDonald's soda always tastes so good?
They have the special Coke.
They have the special Coke. They have special tubing. They paid for like stainless steel
Yeah.
stuff, whatever. So it's all like super high tech, really good. Yeah, so that it is that good. Because if you ever notice, when you go to McDonald's, it tastes way better than other places. It's because they made sure that everything was tip top shape. Yeah, so good move, McDonald's.
Can't believe they used to put cocaine in that. What a blast
I
that
don't
must have
know.
been
I
back
mean, I
in the
know
day.
that they say it wasn't cocaine; it was coca leaves.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
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 It's
They
still one
also-
of the best episodes of Taxi ever is when Jim puts cocaine in the cookies, and everybody can't figure out why they like the cookies so much.
Oh yeah.
And then Tony Danza picks up a soda machine and carries it
Yeah,
away.
it's so good.
And then Laka has a dream when he's high that famous Amos comes down, and he's like, "Hello, famous Amos." Dude, it's one of the best episodes of TV ever.
oh, let's order McGriddles.
Oh, I'm down.
Let's do it.
Today is 2 different national days. Today is National Video Games Day.
Yeah.
So you nerds can go play your video games. And today is also, maybe you want to order some of these, National Chocolate Milkshake Day.
Listen, I don't want to get crazy with the food. I just want to be able to eat some food.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
it,
say we
yeah.
go crazy. It's our first day back. Taco party.
That little souffle really hit the spot,
That's
though.
good.
I'm not going to eat again until
After the
10:30.
show.
Yeah.
Unless my wife brings us some food in from when we're back.
New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers' 2023 season may be over before it even got
20
started.
forever season.
Unbelievable.
After the quarterback was injured on the 4th play of the year, head coach Robert Saleh told reporters following the Jets' 22 to 16 overtime victory over the Bills that they fear the 4-time NFL MVP tore his Achilles. There is an MRI
Running with the
scheduled.
flag?
Yeah.
MRI scheduled for today to confirm the situation. Yeah, so
Oh, I would have been like, do the MRI right now.
Yeah.
Do it right now. I need to know what's going on.
The internet is ruthless because the memes were
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out fast and furious right out of the gates. It's like, thanks for the memories, Aaron, and had him like running out of the tunnel. Like, we'll never
If-
forget.
the guy in the Jets jersey giving the finger was so perfect.
I put
Jets.
that up, too. That
Yeah,
was great.
It's everywhere.
If Tom Brady comes back and plays for the
Oh,
Jets,
Not
gosh.
cool, dude.
It'd
he
be
doesn't
insane.
he doesn't have the wife to deal with anymore.
Yeah.
He could be like, I'm just doing it to help out my friend, you know.
Imagine you're a Jets fan. You're waited all this time.
Oh, man. So
You're
much
like,
hype all off
the hype is insane. Look at him coming out of the tunnel. The American flag on
You know-
9/11.
You know who did this? My mother.
Oh.
My mother's a
Oh.
lifelong Jets fan, and at her funeral, I said the saddest part about my mom passing away is that Jets finally got a good quarterback.
Yeah.
And then she was like, not so fast. Zing. Yeah. And she threw a lightning bolt at him.
Anybody planning to see Aerosmith for their farewell tour?
Yes.
I
Aerosmith,
really want to.
Black Crows.
Don't sing promises to me because I already have tickets and I'm going.
I believe that.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
it's Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Aerosmith have postponed their farewell tour. Well, listen, for at least a month, and that's due to vocal injuries sustained by Steven Tyler. He said in a statement, "I'm heartbroken that I've received strict doctor's orders not to sing for the next 30 days." When do they play here?
October
11th. This came out yesterday, September 11th. Guess what? Tampa's still on.
Yeah.
Everybody relax.
First show back.
They're still on, so they postponed shows in Toronto, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Raleigh, and Washington, D.C. They have new dates in 2024 for those shows. Hold on to your tickets, all that stuff. As far as we know right now, Tampa's still on, totally fine. Probably going to be their first show back.
So now Pearl Jam also canceled some shows
Oh, yeah?
due to illness. I hope they all get COVID, and I hope the Austin shows get rescheduled.
Yeah.
Now we're
That'd be
talking.
cool.
Well, he said that I guess he damaged his vocal cords during a Saturday show that led to some bleeding and stuff. Yeah.
That's got to be terrifying.
He's an
Well,
80-year-old woman.
80-year-old lady.
Oh, man. Coughing up
How
blood,
old is
though,
he really?
never...
I would say 74.
76.
Let's see. Steven Tyler is
Kanye is 44.
Alexa, how old is Steven Tyler?
75. I beat Alexa. Damn it. Burn in your face.
Born in 1948.
75 years old.
One of the most successful transgender people in the history of rock. Not?
Oh, man.
It's so funny to think Aerosmith, super successful, broke up, totally done, different guys in there, were nowhere, and then Rick Rubin goes, "Hey, Run DMC, you guys should do a song with these guys." Boom, they're back.
Yeah.
Bigger
I mean,
than ever.
I don't know how Rick Rubin picked Aerosmith because
'Cause that
Run
beat.
DMC was huge.
Because that beat.
Yeah,
Walked his way. It's a great beat.
But so he said, I saw Joe Perry, or maybe he told us when he was on the show, he was like, Rick Rubin said, "Will you come down and play it for them just to show it to them?" And then they played it, and they're like, "Can you do it one more time? Can you do it one more time with Run?" And then finally Joe Perry was like, "I know what he was doing. He got us in here." But so Aerosmith had their lineup, and then it was Joe Perry that left first, right?
Yeah.
And then was replaced by Minka Kelly's father.
I believe so, yeah.
And then Steven never left.
no.
But so basically it was really just Joe Perry. And Joe Perry said it's because people get in your head and they start telling you he's nothing without you, you're nothing without him, blah blah blah, and you start to believe it, and then they went their own separate ways. But then they realized, hey, we'd be a lot better together.
So they had 70 to 71 was Ray Tabano. Then from 79 to 84 was Jimmy Crespo. And then Rick Duffy was in there 81 to 84, but he may have just been like one of those guys side
Yeah,
stage,
yeah.
type thing, whatever. But yeah, Jimmy Crespo is the guy.
So then last couple of years they kicked out Joey Kramer, right?
Well, Joey Kramer's not on this tour.
Oh, he's not?
No, John Douglas is playing on this
So they
tour.
kicked him out, but then they let him back in, but then they kicked him out again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So John Douglas is on this tour.
I would love to interview Joey Kramer.
And it says that he's filling in for Joey Kramer, but I don't know whether that means Joey's
They
out
kicked him
or
out because
he's
they
just-
said he couldn't play.
Right, so he may still be a member of the band,
Right.
but just not playing with them.
But can you imagine if you were been a member with Aerosmith for 50 years and they just decide after 50 years that you can't play anymore?
could you imagine that you came up with the name Aerosmith?
Yeah.
Because Joey Kramer is the one who came up with Aerosmith. And I don't know whether he has that, like, I don't know, contractually, whether he got it trademarked and he owns it or anything, or whether they...
If you guys kick me out of Pitbull Tyler, I'm going to kick it off.
is what are we doing? I don't know what's happening there.
Are we still a band? Do we still do that?
I don't know. I don't know what's
either.
happening.
I just remember when the Crazy and Crying video came out. That was the first time we saw Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, yeah.
And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Tyler,
who
yeah.
is that?
Yep.
I got
She
to
was
tell you,
gorgeous.
the Run DMC Aerosmith Walk This Way, they're rehearsing. If you remember the video, they're in two separate rooms. There's a wall between them, and they're like telling them to turn it down because Aerosmith's over there. And then when Steven Tyler hits the microphone through the wall and sticks his head through the wall and starts singing, was
It's
one of
pretty
the
awesome.
greatest
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, Aerosmith's back.
I knew Aerosmith's music before that without knowing it was Aerosmith. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah, I was like, I never heard of this band before. And then I heard them, I remember their songs and all that. But that was something else, man. That really was, and people are like rock and rap together. Woo!
Yeah.
You know what my favorite song is?
What's that?
I need dough. Cash.
This hour's bone bonus keyword is truck. Truck. Head over to the free 1025 The Bone app and enter the keyword within 15 minutes past the top of the hour and go get your $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus, sponsored by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
All right, go get your $1,000. Get on the Bone app, put in the Bone bonus keyword, which was, by the way, truck for the people listening and taping the show, and then hopefully you'll win $1,000. Good luck.
Spanish, I think you might be excited about this. I don't know whether you know it or not, but the VMAs are happening tonight.
Can't wait.
Justin Timberlake and other members of NSYNC have been spotted in New York City.
Yeah.
And people are talking about a possible reunion.
Well, they've been
Okay.
yeah, but Carmen, they've been talking about that they're going to do a tour.
Bye. Yeah.
With,
I'm in.
So this would be a
I'm
good. This would be a good spot for them to kick it off
Yeah.
on the VMAs. They come out, do a show, and then announce the tour and do all that stuff.
Do
So
a halftime at the Super Bowl. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Carmen,
Yes.
I would 100% go see them if they
Okay.
came. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
listen,
Like,
I
I know
was-
my wife. What?
What am I, chopped liver? I love NSYNC.
No,
You're
I-
a Backstreet Boys.
Hey, by the way, I didn't
You
say.
can't love them both. You're one or the other.
You can
You're
love them
Backstreet
both.
Boys. I'm in sync.
I didn't say I was going to go with you. I just said I want to go. I would go. I'd probably go with my wife.
Not you.
you're Edward or Jacob.
Yeah,
right? Is
that's
that
right.
right?
Backstreet Boys have what song?
I
want it that way.
That's such
Right?
that's like the worst one.
What's a good one?
Rock Your Body is my favorite.
That's Backstreet's back. All right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, real quick.
Where's the one where they dance like wolves?
That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
That one, yeah.
Real quick. Oh, what was it when they're the marionettes?
Or like
The
werewolves.
marionette
Yeah, they were on
Bye
it.
Bye Bye is the marionette.
All right, listen to me.
That's in sync.
Spanish.
Yep.
You name, Carmen, don't cheat.
Okay.
You name one member of the Backstreet Boys, and she names one member of NSYNC, and you go back and forth.
Okay.
Go.
Nick Carter.
Just-
Typey over there.
I know. I heard typing.
Justin Timberlake.
AJ.
AJ what?
Just AJ.
No.
Doesn't have a last name.
He does.
does.
He
It's
lost
McLean.
it. Nope,
No.
he
Okay.
lost it.
All right. Go ahead, Carmen. Back to you.
Joey Fatone.
Spanish.
Chris.
Buzz.
You're out. You're not allowed to go see Backstreet Boys.
I'm gonna
Are
go
you
see
thinking of
Backstreet
Chris
Boys.
Kirkpatrick? Because he's in NSYNC.
No, I'm not thinking Chris Kirkpatrick.
He was thinking of
He's in
Chris.
NSYNC.
Chris.
I'm thinking of Chris.
Fake fan.
What? Jerk.
Stolen valor.
Taking it
I
seriously.
love it. I love you
You're not
guys.
taking it
You're
seriously.
not taking it seriously.
That's right.
Howie.
Mandel.
No.
Ryan.
Ryan, yeah.
No, we're still
Kevin.
Backstreet Boys. They were naming our favorite comedians.
Howie's up there. Wait. We're going to do another song. Wait. Hold on. By the way, Joey Fatone and Friends, I think, are going to be.
So Joey
Ruth Record or
Fatone is here
Capital?
this weekend
Yeah.
for
Oh,
the
is it
90s con.
Yeah.
It's Joey and it's a lot of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, so they'll probably all go do something together.
Yeah.
But that 90s con sold out on Saturday already. It's unbelievable. I mean,
They snubbed us.
they snubbed us, but they sold out, and that's probably why they snubbed us. Like, we don't
Yeah.
need your help or anything. But they probably don't have any room. I mean, they are bringing in.
Probably.
This thing must be costing them so much money. They have almost every person from 90210 coming.
Yeah.
Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty,
Whole cast.
Garth, Jenny Garth, Ian Ziering. They have them. They have the whole cast from Boy Meets World. I mean, they really. I mean, I'm not. I started looking at it. I'd like to interview a lot of those people, but I couldn't care less about meeting anybody but Nick Mackay.
Yeah.
And nobody even. You guys probably don't know who that is. So, and even NSYNC is like almost. I mean, yeah, but the boy bands are almost all there.
Hell
That's
yeah.
great. Nick Carter's there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
That's
time.
90s con is a good idea. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
Nick Carter and Kenny Chesney. I've never seen a guy soak up as much pee as those guys did when they walk into a club. Dude, we were at the Dallas Bowl. The Dallas Bowl had like a little lounge area upstairs. We ordered a bottle. Girls were flocking over to us. All of a sudden, it went, and everything went downstairs. And we went, what just happened? Like Kenny Chesney just walked in. And I went, oh, boy. And then same thing. We were at a club one time, and all the girls just scattered. And we're like, what just happened? Like Nick Carter just got here. And we're like, all right, well, Time to wrap it up.
Danica McKellar is going to be there.
Yeah, you think she's still hot, Winnie Cooper?
Yeah, she is.
Winnie Cooper in her pooper.
Whoa.
That's what I always used to sing all the time.
TLC is going to be there.
Well,
A bunch of people
LC
from
is
Full
going to be
House.
there.
Yeah.
More
Bunch of people
cheese.
from Full House. A bunch of people from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. 90210. Who is Tori Spelling? Because that's not her. That picture. Have you seen Tori
yeah,
Spelling?
no, that's
she
not
looks
her.
fantastic here. That's not what that rhino looks
That
like.
she just,
Oh my God!
seriously, she turned into a slee stack.
Yeah. This is whoever that photographer is should win the Pulitzer. That's unbelievable.
Can you imagine what did you do for your photography prize? Oh, I took a picture of that squirrel with the giant nutsack. He's like, I got a really good picture of Tori Spelling. Cool.
That's unbelievable. Jeez.
There's a Tori Spelling.
Speaking of comebacks and reunions and stuff, the upcoming Frasier revival will see Frasier Crane moving back to Boston, but you will not see him go into Cheers
What?
because in the show, Cheers no longer exists.
Oh, I thought they said he was going there.
No, we had talked about it, whether, visiting or doing that stuff. But yeah, apparently Cheers is either sold, closed down, turned into something else.
That's a huge missed opportunity.
My God, it's gone.
Oh, baby, I hear the blues are calling.
I went to the bar in Boston that is all set up like that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Does it look like it, though, or is it just kind of like, doesn't really?
I have no idea. I've never seen the show.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we just went there and they were playing the music and they have little things and stuff and yeah.
Never been there.
Yeah, went and grabbed a drink. It was cool. That's it.
The Brady Bunch house sold just recently for how much? How much do you think
I
that
saw
Brady
it.
Bunch house sold for?
Is it in California?
I
Yes.
believe so. Yeah.
$5 million.
And they did not upgrade it at all.
$3.2 million for the
Really?
Brady Bunch house. Yeah.
Seems like a deal.
Looks decent. I mean, it's not a big house, but you're also paying for the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah.
They have not upgraded it.
Yeah,
at
well,
all.
but would you?
yeah.
But no, that's
Keep it as
they
the
did
Brady
it
Bunch.
It looks
untouched.
great.
Yeah, you want
and
the
the,
Brady
and the
Bunch.
people that bought it said that they're not living in it. They just bought it to have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll hold on to it for a little while and sell
What's more catchy? This is how we do it, or baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salad and scram. I can't get either one of them out of my head.
that
now.
one, it really bothers me that he sings that. I didn't know that that's him singing it because now
How do you not know?
I have no idea. I thought that was just
Voice.
a regular,
Because
I don't
the
know, opener.
Cheers theme, didn't Woody wind up singing it later on years
if he
or
did,
no?
I'm unaware of that.
Woody Harrelson sang the Cheers theme?
I thought
That
that
sounds familiar now that you say that. I
Yeah.
don't know that happened, but
making
Really?
your way through the world today.
if only we had a computer where our producer could look it up and let us know instead of leaning back his neck hair.
Oh. I mean, there's numerous people. I don't know why you single me out.
It's your job.
I mean, there's numerous computers.
I
here.
You're the producer.
I got Steven Tyler.
God.
I don't
You beat
even know.
Alexa.
You yelled at me. Now I don't even know what I'm supposed to look
Good.
up.
Look up job postings.
I
for-
will. I will look
Maybe you
up
go
job
work at the
postings.
Vibe. Vibe your way over
I'll
next door.
Vibe it up.
Bring
Everybody's
Scotty
vibing.
over here.
We will. We'll vibe our faces.
Hope you vibe your face into a
I
car,
know that
into
he.
traffic.
I know that he sang Kelly, 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 Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly. TV songs. Of course, that's not true. Woody Harrelson did not sing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I had heard a rumor later on that he redid it and sang it, but yeah, I guess that is not true.
One of the most iconic songs ever in the history of television, I would say.
By the way,
Kind of depressing.
in a million years, yeah, would you pick this for a
No.
theme song for a TV show?
Well, it's a very
yeah.
All the
Spanish things.
Older
at
ones
his
are all
job,
kind of.
like
think
a
of the-
rotten fart.
the theme of Taxi too.
Oh,
It's like
But
so depressing.
But I think that's on purpose, because those guys were all beat down
Yeah.
taxi drivers.
It's still
I think
comedy.
that was. Yeah.
yeah, but that was also late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Now you think everything's upbeat. Friends and, happy and doing all that stuff. Seinfeld, they did not want that music. They were
Oh,
like,
really?
what is this? Yeah, and the pops and whispering and doing all the weird stuff in there.
Do you know what the name of the song is? Angela.
Oh.
Is it really?
Yeah. The taxi theme is called Angela.
Huh.
Is that a piccolo? Is that a woodwind?
That's a recorder.
The pan
Oh,
flute.
excuse me.
That's a liar.
Gio's a liar.
Oh, listen to that.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Nice. Hammond B3.
Ham and egg cheese. What?
Oh, we're so hungry. Ham and cheese.
Ham, egg, and cheese.
Oh.
Love that.
And then let's see what else. Steven Spielberg and Kate Capshaw donated $1.5 million to help those affected by the Hollywood strikes. So go ahead and say that he should give more money because he's worth billions and stuff. The guy gives money and people are going to be like, oh, but he didn't give enough. And I got to tell you, Amy Schumer gets a lot of crap for different stuff. But I got to tell you, I think this is pretty funny. And, people get mad at jokes. Amy Schumer got accused of cyberbullying Nicole Kidman. And then turned it into an opportunity to troll Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis for supporting Danny Masterson. Here's how it all started. Okay. Amy posted a picture of Nicole at the U.S. Open tennis match. She was staring blankly ahead with one hand under her chin, and Amy put up the photo and captioned, "This how humans sit." But she took it down and apologized.
She's a goddamn comedian.
Right. She took it down and apologized. Everyone accused her of bullying Nicole and being a mean girl. But it wasn't so much the apology as an opportunity to troll the two. She said, quote, "I want to apologize to all the people I heard posting a photo of Nicole Kidman and alluding to her being an alien. I will be asking the cast of That 70s Show to write letters advocating for my forgiveness. Hashtag taking time to heal." It's funny. That's funny.
And by the way, does anybody blame Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, friends with Danny Masterson for all these years?
No.
To write a letter to the judge just to ask for leniency. They didn't say let him go. He's innocent. They said, look, he's done a lot of good stuff too.
Yeah,
Please keep that in mind when you're sentencing
This is the guy
him.
that we knew.
Right.
And, we didn't know he was raping women and doing this stuff. But, at the time, we thought he was a good guy.
It's look, there's Charlie. So I looked it up. Charlie's with a guide dog place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Look at him. He's got the best job in the world. All he's doing is sitting on the floor rubbing a dog's belly, and the dog's wagging its tail. That's what he does for a living.
I want to go to there.
Best job ever.
And then finally, news. I thought this was kind of funny. Obviously, we have can do whatever the hell we want because we have a different job. But if you have a job in a regular office or something, some men are wondering, is it sexist that women can wear dresses to work, but men aren't allowed to wear shorts? Especially think about in Florida. If you're working in an office somewhere, you're like, oh, man, I like to air it out a little bit.
Okay, why can't they wear shorts though?
Well, you show up as wearing shorts as a salesperson or something, they're going to go, what are you doing? You can't dress like that.
That's on them.
Well,
Don't be in sales.
if you go to the Bermuda, where Bermuda shorts started, you'll see a lot of guys in jackets, ties, and a suit pants, shorts.
But the most of the time in America, like most places, like if a banker walked out wearing shorts, you'd be like, "What is happening?" Or your lawyer.
I mean, I don't know if they were basketball shorts like I wear, I'd be like, I don't trust this guy. But if they came out in
like khakis
and
with
a
a
polo shirt, like a golfer, I'd be like, yeah, that's a guy I want with my money.
Yeah.
I was like the videos you see, like the newscasters, since they only see from the waist up, and then they walk away, they got like gym shorts on, and then, like a suit coat and everything.
I gotta tell you, most of the time, the richest people you ever see are wearing jeans and a hoodie.
Yeah. I don't think I would like my doctor to be in shorts though.
I
want to see his
would.
hairy legs.
Tank top.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if my doctor came in shorts or sweatpants. Yeah, because they're wearing scrubs most of the time.
Yeah.
A doctor walks in with scrubs on, you're like, what's the difference?
That's a surgeon. Like a doctor,
Yeah.
I think it's just perception, really, is what it is.
I mean, obviously, shorts probably for you don't want any of your legs exposed. They don't have to be. But if my doctor came in sweatpants and a polo with the stethoscope around his neck, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Well, try it, guys.
If my psychiatrist was wearing a tank top and nut hugger shorts, I might have a problem with that.
Bike shorts.
Yeah. Tell me how you're feeling. A little grossed out right now, sir.
That is it for news.
All right. Thank you, Galvin,
Got it.
with your news. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Walsh Roofing Services. If you need a roof for your home, like the one they put on for my dad, that is all you have to do is give them a call. You can go to their website, walshroofingandsolar.com, or give them a call at 833-977-7663. And you can see all the information right there on the front page. You can request a free estimate. A lot of times they can even do it online by looking at satellite photos in the top of your home. And if you're thinking about getting solar, but you don't know who to call, you want to call a company you can trust, call the people that we call, the people who put the roof on this home, the roof on my dad's home recently, and the people who do solar in this area. That is Walsh Roofing and Solar. Go to walshroofingandsolar.com to get all the information about the company, about financing, because we know and everybody's just sitting there on a bunch of money that they're going to just throw into your roof. But find out about how much the solar can save you in your electric bill. If your electric bill has been $500-$600 a month this year, and you're like, man, this is getting ridiculous, what can I do? Call Walsh Roofing and Solar and find out how much they can save you. WalshRoofingandSolar.com. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. of Joe up. Don't worry, Joe. Gio took it. I didn't take it.
All right.
Of you trying to reach up. Tiny little Joe standing on an ottoman trying to reach the. But we put it up there. We put the new. I bought an Elaine with the sombrero Funko, and a Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Awesome.
And it's right above my Chris Kirkpatrick, my favorite Funko Pop out of all of them.
2 6-foot guys in the garage and 5'6" guys up there.
That's right. Same size as Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's up there. Several requests have come in since I mentioned it for a refrigerator tour. I will do that after the show.
People
today.
want to know,
I will.
Michael.
I
They
will.
want to know.
There's one right here. I don't want to forget about this one.
Oh.
Are you going to shoot it yourself or have a video guy?
I'm sorry,
or-
what did you say?
Are you going to shoot it yourself?
Yes.
Oh my
Be careful.
God.
Or have a video guy? Or what are you going to
Maybe
do?
Slow down on the Diet
Enunciate.
Cokes, maybe.
Probably. I'll probably shoot it myself.
Yeah.
It'll be easier. I'd like it to be up today. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So we've had her on the show before, and I didn't watch Orange is the New Black, but I got into Orange is the New Black after everybody else, and I only watched the first season, I think, or the first 2 seasons. And Taryn Manning does nothing for me. She's like a little crackhead, like a little meth girl. I don't know that she necessarily does drugs, but that's what she looks like to me. Although clearly now she's on something. The other day she posted a picture of herself, and I went, "Oh my God, what happened to her?" And now she's making videos in a seedy little motel room. And Carmen, do you have the video?
I do. I got the audio.
Yeah, that's fine. Listen to this. I guess she was talking about Danny Masterson, and people were giving her a backlash, and she just went off on a tangent. Listen to this.
And just to double down on my video, I want to address something. So on Orange is the New Black, which most people know me for, thinking that that's my only project. So it was written that I was raped, and that I was raped on the show. Do you remember? You guys? You remember that, right? Because you saw it. Do you know that no one ever told me that when I had to hit the press, the amount of the wall I'd be up against, people. So what was it like to be raped on the show? The most divisive, pervasive topic on the planet, and I had to stand up and be the spokesperson for rape. That's abusive to me. Nobody ever told me what I would be up against. Genji, Tara, Neri. You just dropped that on me in that season. You just dropped it on me. Oh, she's just gonna get raped and just gonna have to deal with it in the press. How abusive that was. So don't come at me that I'm the problem. I'm sitting here having compassion for someone that's going to jail for the rest of their life. And you're still not satisfied because you're haters and you're demons.
She's lost her mind.
Seems normal.
She's lost her mind. So she wasn't really raped, right?
No, it was a scene, just a.
Right, but she's not like to me, it sounded like maybe she had a real experience and this shocked her into.
But
I don't know.
Well, this was at the beginning of the Me Too movement, so like after the scene, like basically that's all anyone ever asked or talked to her about.
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's like so. Like they did this scene, and they just wrote it in because it was. I guess like an article that I read said it wasn't part of the script in the beginning, and they changed it and they wrote it in to go with the Me Too movement. To
Yeah.
And then after that, basically, that's all anyone ever asked or talked to her about, and then she became, part of that whole.
She
movement.
has lost her mind, and she lost her mind in a way that what are some other crazy actors like
Britney Spears is the first.
well,
person I thought
Britney,
of.
and then there's that other one, that girl Amanda, what's her face?
Oh, Amanda Bynes.
Amanda
yeah.
Bynes, where you just feel bad for them because you
Yeah.
feel like the next step is like this is how Sinead O'Connor started. She was in a hotel in New Jersey. Next thing you know, she's dead.
Someone who seems they've turned it around is that Cara Delevingne. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but she was
Eyebrows.
doing crack,
Yeah.
for a
Doing
while.
crack?
Yeah, and was like,
She's the one that
Amber Heard.
yeah, with Amber Heard.
shut up.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
doing drugs, and then Amber Heard, I guess,
I
got
would do
clean.
crack with Amber Heard.
Yeah, and she was. I mean, they have photos of her that you can look up where she's like outside and she looks like a meth head.
There
It's
was
rough.
one where she was like getting off a plane
Yeah.
or getting dropped off at the airport, and she's barefoot, smoking a cigarette, hair's all crazy, just clothes falling off,
Yeah.
but she's just like acting all psychotic, basically, outside an airport because like whatever. But Cara Delevingne, she said that Amber Heard actually is the one who got her to smoke crack.
Oh,
and
wow.
and Amber Heard was the start of it. And then she proceeded to like take her down this dark path and sell her to people.
Yeah,
and-
but listen,
Yeah.
you know, you can't blame other people. Did you smoke crack? Yes. Yeah, if any of them asked me to smoke crack, I'd go, no, thank you.
Right?
Well, in the first, I asked Nikki Sixx when the first time he ever took heroin was, because he was a heroin addict and he's been clean for some time, and he said the first time he did it was with the guy from Rat, who ended up dying.
Robin
from AIDS.
Crosby, yeah.
Robin Crosby. So you know, it
Which,
only
how
takes,
many times did they share needles?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ugh.
So, you know, sharing needles and just being in those seedy areas doing drugs, and that guy's dead. You know, Nikki died too. Nikki died and
Nikki
came back
died
to
and
life.
came back,
so
yeah.
he's the ghost of Nikki, is what he is.
That's so crazy.
Nikki Sixx doesn't get all the credit for being the good-looking guy that he is.
He is
I mean,
good.
girls probably give it to him, but everybody's like, "Hey, Tommy's a cool one." Then you see Nikki with all that hair, and you're like, "That's a handsome-looking Italian guy right there."
And you know, how old is he now? And he looks great.
Yeah. They all drink vampire baby's blood.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty positive of that. All right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers if you want to call the show. Keep in mind, at the top of the hour, Dominic Ferriello is going to be here, and he'll be taking your legal calls. So if you have them, start paying attention now, and we'll get you on the phone, and we'll let you talk to Dom a little bit later. It is nice that I get emails from people. I got a nice email from a lady last night. Said she called Dom's office, didn't get a hold of him, emailed him through the website. He called back the next day, and she was stressing out about a problem, and he handled it for her, and it's all taken care of, and she couldn't be happier. So, and Dom's the kind of guy where if he can handle a quick problem for you by sending a letter or do it, somebody usually doesn't charge anybody for, you know, that kind of stuff. So, Jay Moore. Let's talk about Jay Moore for a second.
Yeah.
Jay Moore was a very funny comedian, very funny actor, did movies, started becoming kind of almost like a leading man in movies. Then he married the girl who used to be married to Bobcat Goldthwait.
Nikki
which is
Cox.
Really weird.
Right? Isn't that her name?
Yeah, he marries Nikki Cox. She's on that Vegas show.
Right.
That's the first thing that I saw her on. Super hot with giant fake lips. Then got weird. It was on the show.
Lips got bigger. 'Cause
Lips got bigger.
She was
and
like super hot. And
breasts
maybe,
got bigger.
Yeah, maybe had a little bit of stuff done. Then the more.
And I would ask him, and he was like, no, she didn't do anything to her lips.
Yeah.
Stop it. My wife will tell you that once a year or whatever, twice a year, she'll get her lips done. I mean,
Love to out your wife.
well,
About
because there's no way that you're going to look at her one day and she's got thin lips, and the next day she got full lips, and then she's going to go, well, am I just going to lie and tell everybody, no, it just happened overnight. My lips grew, you know? And I think that's the way to do it. If you're going to do it, you got to be honest about it. Well, Jay would lie about her and be like, no. Then he did a comedy special that she wrote for him.
Yeah.
And I don't think I saw it, so I can't judge it, but I didn't hear good things. So Jay was like really kind of going off the deep end.
And he's a funny stand-up and does.
He's
great
a funny guy in general.
Great impressions and stuff. Yeah, started on Saturday Night Live.
Then had the issue with Bert, and I think that parlayed into issue with management. And then none of those guys that he was friends with, he wasn't friends with them anymore. Bert, Tom.
Well, you know, we heard that he did not treat people well. You know, so
Right.
that always comes back to bite you
But
in the
he
ass.
wrote a book though that Galvin actually lent to me called
Gasping for
Gasping
Airtime.
for Airtime. Yeah, it was about him having panic attacks so bad and having anxiety so bad that sometimes he couldn't get on a plane to make his shows. And he was on Saturday Night Live. What more anxiety can you handle? You know. And he had to deal with all of that while he was doing this. So I believe his mental illness caught up with him. I really don't think he ever stopped to treat it as well as it should have been, and it caught up with him. Then all of a sudden we have Jay on, and he says, remember we had a fight with him?
Yes.
Then he sent me flowers.
Yep.
Right.
Then we became kind of a little bit closer. I wouldn't say we were friends, but then it got to the point where he'd just call me at night, and we talked, and he put Nikki on the phone. I talked to Nikki for a little while. And they were good. Then him and Nikki got divorced.
Right. Prior to him coming on the show with the bombshell, he showed up in the video where he was naked in the shower.
Naked in the shower.
Yeah.
That a gay artist took the picture of him, like, or did the video with him or
Right.
something like that. Then comes on the show and says he was joking, but totally told us a story about him going to a Turkish bathhouse and getting stuff from guys. Then the next time he came on the show, said, "Oh, I was just joking. You didn't get the joke." And we were like, "I don't think I was joking."
Yeah.
But I don't care if that's what he wants to do. Let him go do it, you know? But then when he was in here and Skylar Stone was here with him, another comedian who was a good guy, but he's also the kind of guy that travels with addicts and people like that. Because Jay came in one time and he's like, I have no libido. I have no sex life. I take a lot of medication. He was just bad. He was beaten up and he was bad. And he goes, I'm just bleh. He's like, the only thing that makes me happy is coaching my son's wrestling team. That's
Pulled
all he did.
Spanish aside and talked to Spanish 5 inches from his face
Yeah.
for about 10 minutes, which was awkward in the studio, telling him to pick a number and do a color and do this.
It was weird.
And like this whole thing in Spanish is like, okay.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
It was weird.
But then comes in here with Skylar Stone, seems to be back to normal, seems to be going well, and is dating Jeannie Buss who owns the Lakers.
Yeah.
So he went from being at rock bottom to marrying one of the richest women in the country, and they seem super happy together. He posted their pictures over the weekend of them, and I assume that was Hawaii somewhere. Probably not where the fires were.
Imagine what that prenup looks like.
Does it though?
Yeah, I mean, wow.
I mean, doesn't? I mean, you know what I mean? She may be like, look, I'm getting older. He's getting older. I don't care.
She's
Do it.
estimated to be worth over $500 million.
Yeah. So Jay Moore, who went from having nothing and having nothing going on in his life, is happy again, married to the owner of the Lakers, and has Lakers courtside seats. Good for him. Good for him. I like a good guy. I like a good story about a guy who fixes it. You know what I mean? Like Taryn Manning's probably gonna end up dead in that hotel.
She is 8 years older than him. She's 61. Looks fantastic though.
Jeannie,
She's,
she looks
beautiful.
great. Yeah.
He's 53. I thought you were bringing it up because
Jay went through a really fat period because he's in that show, the show about
Winning
the Lakers.
Time, yeah,
Winning
that's
Time.
on HBO, and he showed up on Sunday's episode. Was the first time you saw him. He was Kareem's agent.
And he was in another thing recently where we were like, God damn, Jay Moore got fat. But then you see him on Instagram and he doesn't look fat.
Yeah.
He just doesn't come well on the movies, in the pictures.
Yeah, he looked really fat in
Yeah.
there because I sent the picture to Mike and I go, oh no, he
Yeah.
ate all of Jeannie Buss's money.
But then I saw him from the wedding and he didn't look fat at all.
He's got a one of those chins though that if you take a photo of him at the wrong angle, it makes his whole body look fat because it looks like his face goes right into his chest.
Yeah, he has a very round
Yeah.
face and it doesn't have
It's
a.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Did you say chin?
Yes,
Chin?
chin.
Chin to the chin to the chin to the chin to the chin chin. Chin to the chin to the chin to the chin. Carmen's hairy chin. Wow, it's been a while. How to get that out? That was good. Carmen, how is your hairy chin doing?
Good. Shave every day.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't know if you saw this story last week, but there was an American not scientist, an explorer. He did something. I guess he was a scientist. He was in a cave in Turkey, and he was way the hell down there, and he got trapped in the cave. Did anybody see this story? He was trapped in there, and the thing that I was like, oh, whatever. That's what you get for being in a cave. But he was doing work, and he was an American in Turkey, so I kind of paid a little more attention to it.
Yeah.
Then I watched it, and I saw that they could communicate with him. He had a video camera, and he was talking. So I was watching the news, and they had him on live, and he was like, 4,000 feet down or whatever, and they couldn't get to him. And he's like, oh, as you can see, I'm up and around, and I'm hoping that they can get to me. And, they're working hard, and I was doing this and whatever. And they got him. They just pulled him out. I just saw him on the TV. They, I don't know when they got him, but I finally just saw it. They pulled him out. They put him on a stretcher, and then they just pulled the stretcher out of that. Can you imagine? I would be so claustrophobic.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So claustrophobic. Even if I could move around in there, I would still be losing my mind.
Yeah. No way.
Just thinking that was the last thing that I was going to see and do. And he'll probably be back in the cave next week. I'd never do that again.
So they he was a researcher in the Turkish cave. He was down there 3,000 feet. They said down there, and he became ill while he was down there.
Oh yeah, he had like gastrointestinal problems or something inside his stomach.
He has seriously ill with stomach bleeding. He was on
And that's why he couldn't walk out.
to map. So he was mapping the cave, is what he was doing. Yeah.
You ever see where they put down, like, they take the cardboard with them and they put the cardboard down in front of them so they can slide through the hole to get underneath?
Never do that.
No way.
Never do
And
that.
not knowing what's in front of you and whether you can get back out and all this. You see like kids in like third world countries where they're like, hey, and they dive into a hole in the ground and then pop up like 30 feet over there in the water and you're like, no way.
How about that video that was going around like TikTok and stuff where the guy's trying to cross a mud puddle and he jumped in and he fell in the mud puddle and went underwater?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that would scare the hell out of me.
Was that real, though? Sometimes I don't know.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yeah. Because
thought
I
it
saw the
was real.
same thing. A guy fell down and he turned into a banana. So I don't know.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
I don't know what's real anymore.
That's Banana Steve.
I don't know. Did you see the fight that Dave Portnoy got in with the guy outside the pizza place? a couple
Oh,
days
that
ago?
was so good,
Good
dude.
stuff.
You got a shirt on that seven sizes too small for you. Fatso.
But the thing is, the guy was giving him a hard time.
He was an idiot.
And he was saying that he doesn't like that he hurts small businesses. Dave's like, I've done more to keep small businesses alive.
That guy was just trying to get his name out there, win, lose, or draw type of thing. Which, by the way, let me point out, it was not Barstool that had the Never Forget. That was DraftKings.
Oh,
that
okay.
had it.
All right.
I don't want to disrespect El Presidente.
The guy here goes, he's like, let me be clear. I don't want you here. And Dave goes, let me be clear. Go F yourself.
Yeah. And then the guy goes, well, you, and Dave goes, that's so good.
He's another guy. You can't beat him. You
No.
can't
Yeah.
cancel him. He doesn't care.
No.
He's got $100 million and he's got a great product and he doesn't care what you think. There's a new regime. That new regime is it's Dave Portnoy, it's Joe Rogan, it's Dana White. I mean, those are the guys now that are running things.
All digital content.
All digital content.
I heard Rogan talking about Dana White. They said they were on the whatever coast of Monte Carlo or something on a giant yacht. And Dana had hired one of the casinos to come out and set up on the yacht.
Oh, yeah.
And doing it, and they're betting so much, hundreds of thousands of dollars and stuff. Joe Rogan goes, I don't bet. He goes, I'm not gambling. He goes, I was nervous just watching. He goes, I get it. He goes, you're gambling addicts. You're not drug addicts. You're gambling addicts. You get the same thing where you're just like, you know.
His guy in Caesars, I think, is a guy who used to live here. Young guy. Young kid, who used to live here, and he's his guy that he handles all this stuff there.
Those guys can make some serious money, man.
Well, this guy Nick, a lot of people know him around here. He and I are friends on Facebook, and I'll just see he'll be like vacation with the family, and they'll be getting off a private jet in Italy, and you know he's a guy in his looks like he's in his maybe early 40s, late 30s.
But they're the guy that gets everything that the whales need, and they take care of everything, so they get taken care of.
How does Pete not have that job?
Right?
Yeah, Pete 100% should have that job.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Pete's doing okay on his own, but Pete working as a concierge for anybody, getting people stuff and
done,
connections and all that stuff.
100%.
The guy who would get you anything.
Yeah. That would be Pete. Pete, when websites first started becoming a thing, Pete wanted to have a website called Got a Guy because he's got a guy for everything. Gotaguy.com, because I could literally call Pete and I'll be like, I had my gutter flew off my house and it smashed into my windshield, and they'd be like, oh, I got a guy who could fix the gutter and your windshield at the same time.
Yeah.
You ever see Windshield Gutter Guy? I know. I sold him a Ferrari last week. Yeah. Oh, by the way, remember I went into Stingray Chevrolet and they had a Ferrari California there.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. It was a bigger Ferrari. It was a convertible, and it was just beautiful. And I was really thinking about buying it. I never had one. It's been my dream since I was a Miami Vice fan as a kid, you know. I was like, even if I got it and just drove it a little while and then saved it for my kids to sell when I'm dead, you know, because Ferraris never lose their money. And then it never had. I couldn't push it past the wife. So then this weekend, I was in New York, and I saw online that Bob Murray had a Ferrari California in his place in Palm Harbor. And I text Pete, and Pete goes, I know, Bob texted me about it yesterday. I go, and Pete, for some reason, I think him and my wife were fooling around. Oh. No, I'm kidding. She's got taste. But Pete was at my house this weekend while I wasn't here, and I said, use this opportunity to convince my wife to buy me the Ferrari. And he was like, I'm on it. Like,
Little pillow talk?
I don't feel like you are. Yeah, I don't get. Listen, if me getting that Ferrari means Pete gets to bang Amanda, 100% in.
Whoa.
100% in. I mean, listen, the
So
good outweighs
early.
the bad. The good outweighs the bad. I don't even want to tell you what Pete said.
Oh, no.
I sent him a picture of his son at homecoming with my wife, and Pete wrote back something very rude.
Man.
Very rude. Very rude. Funny but rude. I mean, how great would that be?
The Ferrari?
Pete with your wife?
No.
Yeah.
No, my wife spent the night in bed with Pete one time when they went to go see Prince, and they went to go see Prince, her and her friend Lisa, and Pete and I think his nephew or whoever, and they all went back to the hotel, and Pete was too drunk to drive home, so he slept in the bed with Amanda and Lisa.
Oh.
And Amanda to this day is like, I will never, ever, ever sleep in bed with Pete again because he is 1,000 degrees. She's like, he is the hottest person I've ever slept next to, and I don't mean in the good way. She's like, he's a giant heat generator.
Furnace.
He's a furnace.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's a furnace.
I disagree. I've slept next to Pete before. It's not so bad.
He's a mass of incandescent gas. Yeah, I don't know. I've slept in rooms with Pete before. I don't think he gave up. Maybe because he was drunk and sleeping between two broads. That might have been what gave the heat off. Oh, yeah. All right, we'll work on that. All
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
walk by my wife and go, hey, we get that Ferrari.
Ferrari, yeah.
Ferrari,
All I need is
California.
her to give me the clearance.
And
I don't
that's-
have a boat. I don't have anything.
Right?
I don't have my own car.
I think the coolest thing about that California is it's not a convertible where it goes back to where the back seat, the trunk opens and it goes in, so it's all perfectly, you know what I mean, aligned and everything. Yeah, that was nice.
It always seems to me like those sports cars are a little snug.
Yeah, but this one's not. This is
Oh,
a
it's
bigger
not?
one.
It's a
It's
bigger one?
snug, but it's a
Yeah.
bigger one. You know. Man, I drove a Porsche for a couple of years, and I think everybody's like, "Oh, isn't it small?" Like, no.
Yeah.
It's got huge amount of leg room. No, I love that.
What
car.
was that, the Cayenne?
No, that was the Panamera.
Yeah.
Panamera.
I needed a 4-door car because I had kids, so
Yeah.
I actually had to put a car seat in the Panamera, which was pain to me every time I had to clean goldfish out of the seat crevices.
I got to tell you, the Porsche 911, the older ones with the round headlights in front, I love that look.
yeah.
That's such a cool look. And the fairing on the back. Yeah.
Could I interest you gentlemen in a 2021 Toyota Camry?
Ooh.
I'm in.
Ooh.
Japanese? I'm in.
It's even got the sports package.
Oh. You asked me to move your Panamera one time from the station to your house. Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, and that may have been the most anxiety
Why?
drive.
You could drive?
I can drive.
Oh,
Not
can
a
he?
Porsche. Yeah.
By the way, Canny, you've
Oh,
driven
that's
with
true.
him
I've
before.
driven
He's
with him,
terrible.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm not good with
Were
you
you
guys
using
in
the
back.
paddles?
I was. using the
No,
paddles.
you would know way you were using the paddles.
I
No
don't
way
know,
you would
I
have
did-
figured out that paddle system on that car.
What do you mean? You just do a little flip flippy.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you don't know.
Flippy, yeah.
You have to do so much over here before
No,
you can do
no,
over
no,
here.
no,
yeah.
no, no.
Joe moved Joey's car. He didn't know how to turn it off.
That's right. I just left. I just got out and walked away.
I accidentally hit the paddles on my car one time and it just went, whoa, take it easy,
It
guy.
was so scary.
I never use the paddle.
Oh, it was so scary. No,
I never
I
used the
didn't
paddle.
use the paddles. I think I went 40 the whole way to your place from the station.
The-
in first gear.
Yeah, I was terrified. God.
The time to sell that car was when I was coming home on the Veterans at 1 o'clock in the morning. Nobody there, totally sober, doing 126 miles an hour. And this Corvette just went right past me. And I went, I'm going to get this son of a bitch. And I jacked it up and I went after him and I couldn't even come close.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't even come close to it. And it was fast. I remember Steve Hurley had a show the next day on the air. Remember, he was doing the car show, and I had to call into the show to find out what it was. He was like, it's probably the Corvette. Yeah. Which that I don't want. That I
No?
don't want. No, I could not handle that. I'm too
Just
too
for a little bit.
clumsy.
Eh.
I'm way too clumsy. I don't want the Ferrari to go racing. I want the Ferrari to just be a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's what
love whenever I see people with sports cars trying to show off and it just fishtails right
Yeah.
into a wall.
That'd be me.
Or something. Yeah.
Like when Paris Hilton got on that motorcycle and drove right into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the
no,
red
no.
carpet.
I want the Ferrari so I could wear a white jacket with a blue T-shirt underneath
yeah.
it and just look like Don Johnson.
Yeah.
drive around.
Yeah.
I want to be
That'll
the
do it.
Don Johnson of Land O'Lakes, Lutz area.
You'll
Yeah.
be Dom DeLuise Johnson.
Oh, this show is filled with a bunch of jerks. All right, let's take a break. When we come back from break, Dominic Ferriello will be here. That means you get on the phone lines right now, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. You got a legal question for Dom, get on the phone line and hold now, and we'll get right to it just after the top of the hour when Dom is in the studio with us. Get on the phone so you don't miss out now, and we're scrambling later to get you in. Now, if you're looking to sell your home and you want to get the most money for your home, you should by now know who to call, and that is Jeff Borum and the folks at teamborum.com. Because let me tell you, although you think you know everything about your home, you don't know nothing when it comes time to sell it. In fact, you don't even really know what it's worth. You know what you paid for it. You know what Zillow tells you the house is worth based on the people around you. But until you have an expert and a team working for you like the team at eXp Realty, you're not really going to know. In fact, if you go to teamborum.com, you can find out how much your home is really worth right now for free. You just put in your address and you click the little button. You'll see it on the orange bar on the top of teamborum.com, and it'll give you a price for your home. It'll tell you on the low end what it would sell for, on the high end, and what an average price will be, and a cash offer today, all from teamborum.com. Buying or selling, you want to have the best experience with the least amount of stress. Let Jeff and his team take care of you. Team Borum, B-O-R-H-A-M, teamborum.com. Tell Mike Calta say you. We'll take a quick break. Acid Dom is next on 102.5 The Bone.
Your
about this show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Spanish sucks a big tomato. I don't know what I could say and not get in trouble, so I'm just going to go with tomato. How do you like that?
I like it. I like it.
This is a very funky bass line that I can't really play the right way. What do you really have going on this weekend?
Genuinely what I have going on?
You're really going to hang out with your neighbor, your
my grandparents?
whatever?
I will be assisting my grandparents and helping with Christian with some stuff.
I'm going fishing on Sunday.
What?
I'm so excited about that.
Deep sea or lake, or what are you doing?
No, deep on the sea. I don't know how deep, but there is a boat that leaves out of Clearwater that I've gone on several times before. I think you came with me one time with Ralphie, the Queen Fleet.
Yeah.
And it's 5 minutes from my condo, so Joey and I are going Sunday morning.
You're going to have a blast.
Well, it's best as you leave at 8, you come back at noon, and then get back for football. Yes. So it's perfect.
All right.
So that's my Sunday.
That's a cool father-son thing.
Yeah.
You know what?
I miss fishing with my dad.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Me and my
Your
dad. Yeah,
we're
we go
going fishing.
We used to fish all the time, and he's got bad eczema on his hands, so he has a hard time doing a lot of that
Gio,
stuff.
what about you? You miss fishing with your dad?
Oh, my God. Why would you say that?
Because he's over there
Yeah.
crying
Right.
because you guys are
Yeah.
talking about father and son
You
stuff. in
guys
front of him.
love like dad talk, like every day. Hey,
Gio, you want to come fishing
Dad.
with us?
Sorry, dude.
I don't tell my dad I love him. We're gonna go fishing. Da, 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 da.
Why don't you ask your dad over here if he wants to drink some whiskey with you?
I love you, Gio. Say it back to
That's
me.
not
I love
my
you.
dad.
I
No.
love you, son.
No,
You're not my dad.
My dad was a winner.
Oh, man.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, my
All
God.
right. Well, this is why you don't have love from a father, because you can't accept them for.
Oh, is that the
himself.
problem? Is he the
That
problem?
could be. I think you're the.
You
I think
can't
you're the
give,
problem.
if you can't give love, you can't receive love.
You must accept love from someone, Gio.
Why are you trying to hurt me?
The love you take is equal to the love you make.
That's
You
right.
give.
You
You
pointed,
give? Is that what it is? I
you
don't know.
pointed at Gio, and I looked at him, and he was just sitting there like this. It's all sad. So, I'm so
That's how
sorry.
humans sit.
I don't
Hey,
know
by
why
the
you're
way-
trying to hurt me.
Are you still eating that sandwich from this morning?
That's a
Yeah.
big old sandwich.
Yeah.
I've
you
eaten
see
2
this
breakfast souffles and a sausage, bacon, egg,
I
egg
still
and
got
cheddar
a full
sandwich.
sandwich. I ate half of this thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah,
I'll
that's-
eat that. Give me that. I'm
You
gonna eat
want,
that.
you want it? It's so big.
I'm still hungry. You guys are like, walk on. I'm like, I'll go to walk on's. Hooters. I'll go to Hooters.
Let's go. Let's go.
I got
Oh
a
my
wicked
God.
sweet tooth right now.
I
so-
have tomorrow to be back on a diet.
Oh.
This fast really screwed things up because now I want to eat the couch. Anyway, is Dom in the studio?
No, not yet.
Okay, so what were we saying before Gio's father got there? Oh, going fishing on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, Gio, if you want to come fishing, you're welcome to come fishing. I'll buy you a ticket.
I hate fishing.
No,
What? Really?
because he never had a dad to take him fishing.
Oh,
That's what he
yeah.
thinks
No,
of.
He doesn't know how.
No, my stepfather,
Oh, boy.
scumbag, a big fisherman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
you got a bad.
Maybe we can turn
bad
around
taste.
though.
No, that's why I don't eat seafood either.
Holy
No.
cow!
Yeah.
Just
I
to
don't care if Hitler was serving lobster, I'd eat it.
No, just to spite that MFer.
Oh, really?
Hitler
gotta let go
lobster,
of the
you'd
anger.
still eat it?
Yeah. Oh, if it was-
After the whole, World War II thing?
yeah. I love
no,
lobster.
before.
When he was
When he
just
was an art student.
Hitler the painter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Hitler the
Gio,
child.
he's dead, right?
No.
Hitler?
No, the father, the stepfather.
No,
But then why haven't we gotten him on the show yet?
no.
Well, I know you don't want to, but I really want to.
It's not even worth it.
To me, it is.
No, the guy's such a scumbag.
What if we
It's not
got him
worth
on the
it.
show and you got it all out and then you felt better? Like when I was a kid, I had a coach hit me in the face with a basketball, and then when I was 22, I went back and beat him up.
No, I guarantee I would not feel better.
You wouldn't?
No.
Yeah,
What
but
if you beat him up?
It
What if we
feels
kill him?
like he takes up a lot of space in your head
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
of
mean?
course.
Like,
Yeah, of
Can't eat
course.
seafood?
Yeah.
What if you kill him and you instantly have a craving for shellfish?
No.
You really need to go to therapy.
This is why you give me such a hard time. You're
Yeah.
projecting all of your anger towards your father
Yeah,
onto
You're the
me.
father. You're the
Yeah, that's
father.
what-
loser
right. I'm your-
fisherman over here.
Yeah.
You're my punching bag.
Okay. I'll take. You know what, Gio? If it helps you feel better, it's okay with me.
It does.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's working.
Yeah. No, it's
Gio,
definitely not working.
what if we go and beat him up and then we go immediately to Eddie V's or Fleming's and get a seafood tower?
No.
It might turn things around.
Double
I hate-
whammy.
I screamed. My wife made shrimp in the house, and I almost
Oh,
burnt the house.
that's
Yeah.
You almost hit her with a frying pan.
We get
Yeah.
a Big Eddie.
I
Eddie
told
V's.
you no seafood.
I wanted to get divorced.
Oh my God. You're not going to do better than that.
No,
Yeah.
but I didn't want garlic shrimp in my house either. So
So I thought all this time you were mad at the garlic, but you were mad at the shrimp.
probably
Got to
yeah.
draw a line, Gio.
Smokes, Gio.
Got to draw a
Yeah.
line in the sand.
It runs deep.
We need to find, honestly, we should find a therapist for this show.
Mm.
We really should. You don't laugh. You're the worst.
Yeah.
You got so many things to talk about.
I'm with you.
I'm fine.
I am not giving you the number to my therapist.
Galvin, you are not fine.
I'm totally fine.
Oh my God.
What
the ones
problems
you
do I
think
have?
that there's so many. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Put it this way: we're all afraid to say it.
Okay.
Ask Spanish.
So
They'll
I
tell
work
you.
with a bunch of pussies. Is that my problem?
I don't think you need a therapist
Yeah,
for that.
the therapist told me you work with a bunch of pussies. You're fine. Thank you.
Well, you're cured.
Yeah.
You want to
Hey,
know?
lady
You
on
want
the
to
way
know?
out. Yeah.
You want to know what's wrong?
Yeah.
Spanish. Tell him.
I don't know. As Gio was saying some things the other day that I just don't understand
was
why
Gio
he would say
saying?
that
Gio, tell
about you,
him.
Galvin. Yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Joe, you tell him. You're
Yeah.
the one he makes fun of the most.
Oh no, I don't have anything to say, Galvin. I like everything about you.
Thank you, Joe.
That's not what he said.
Nobody said we didn't like him.
Oh, all right.
All right, Carmen.
No, God, no. Galvin's the nicest to me.
Oh,
Out of everybody.
That's true.
See?
Yeah.
All right. Who
You're
you-
the
honestly,
one with the most problems.
Prove my point.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't have any problems.
Oh.
You're out of your gourd.
What would you say my top problems are, Carmen?
I don't know.
Well, then why would you say that?
Because just the way you act, you can tell that you have some like underlying issues. I don't know what they are.
The way I act towards whom?
Everybody.
Mike was always nice to me.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
to
yeah,
everyone.
I think.
I get along
I go
great.
above and beyond most of these people.
You
Yeah.
need yes men around you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think Gio's a yes man?
Yep.
Gio?
No.
Yep.
Yes.
Right. I don't think Gio's a yes man. He just said I was always nice to him.
Please.
You think
Send him to
Gio is a yes
Germany?
man?
Yes.
First of all, I didn't take him to
Gio's
Germany.
less of a yes man than these two.
Correct.
Can we get this on the record? I didn't pay for Gio to go to Germany.
Right, but you got to pick who went, just like you got your. Like
I didn't
your
get to. We
Like your
decided.
son picked who is going on the cruise. That's why Gio's not going because he doesn't do drugs like your son. But,
true.
but you picked.
You think
but
that,
you.
wow,
but you
need a
picked who went.
therapist.
Here's
But
the
you
problem.
went to pick. But you picked who went to Germany, and you picked Gio.
First of all, let's start from the beginning. I didn't pick who went to Germany. When they were deciding about going to Germany, and I'm talking about Cox, who paid for the trip, they said it would make sense to send Gio. He's the other big Bucks fan.
That is true.
Okay, and then
And you agreed with it? Because I didn't have this meeting. Who did they have this meeting with?
me.
You. Yeah,
Yes.
you. So so you had a part of picking who went to Germany.
Yes. but-
You. Yeah.
you're not making sense. And then on the bird cruise, you think that I picked Spanish
Can
and
I
Joe
guess-
so
can
they
I-
could do drugs with my son?
Can I guess what happened there?
Yeah,
Gio couldn't go for some reason on his own, so then these two are going.
that's partly true.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so
I knew
I
that
could
from
read
the
everything.
beginning.
so the idea is that we're all gonna go, and then Gio said I can't go, and I was like, okay, then it'll just be
Next-
Spanish and Joe.
Boo.
Next man up.
Yeah.
No, it was Gio and Spanish and Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Joe probably would have got nixed out of that one. But now that there's room, Joe, you're
Yeah,
there.
listen, I'm happy to be there, Mike.
I'm just happy we'll be able to watch the video.
Joe does not want to go on the cruise.
You don't, Joe?
Yeah. What? I do want to go on the cruise.
He does not want to go
Why are you saying that?
Why are you saying? Why?
because he told me he doesn't want to go.
You said that?
No. Gio is lying through his face.
Gio
right
never lies
now.
to me.
It's
Gio
a
never
free
lies.
cruise. He wants to go.
Nothing's free.
Gio never lies to me.
Such a
You
lie.
say he never lies to you.
Nope.
Oh,
Mm.
Michael.
Ever since that time he found my credit cards and they were lost,
Oh.
he's been nothing but good. to
Ever
me.
since that
was
time
the-
he hid your credit card
Yeah.
and
He
found
stole them.
That's the grift right there. Oh, look what I got, Michael.
What's that, Joe?
Ah, look what I found. Something you were missing that I just kind of put over here.
Yeah, just like Joe found your $200 after I said empty your pockets.
I recall that.
Yeah.
Don't forget the debt.
He's like, I don't know, Michael, I couldn't find it. I go,
Oh.
empty your pockets, and then magically, oh, I did find it.
Don't forget about the football picks too.
That
yeah,
too.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, a death pool rather.
Yeah.
Death
Yeah.
pool. that's what
And
I'm
Try to keep
football
Tony
picks.
Burton's money.
Yep.
Once again, I'd like to point out, no problems.
Who are you?
You guys all arguing with each other and stuff.
Spanish. Tell him what his problems are.
Galvin, you got to take it easy, man.
Take it easy.
You got
All right.
too much. You got, you got
Too
some
much
stuff. Yeah.
stuff,
Your
okay.
calves are too big.
Oh, I
Your
don't think that's a
eyes are
bad thing.
too blue.
Uh-huh.
You're so angry.
It's green blue.
Full head of hair.
Yeah. What is that?
You love,
Yeah,
you love your
curse.
wife. You
Yeah.
love your dogs.
Yeah.
You love
Yep.
your son.
Yep.
You're a mess.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
You're
Get
like
over it.
Dick Vitalle. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Michael,
What?
we have. Well, I was going to tell you, we have two special guests right now. We have Dom in the studio, which we've been waiting for. Then we also have someone on the hotline.
All right. Let's
you
go to the hotline. Hello, hotline.
Good morning.
Oh, this is Holly. Hi, Holly.
.com.
How have you been? Have you missed us? Have you missed us like we missed you?
I think so, probably.
This is Carmen's super hot sister, Holly. Now, you realize that you and Carmen said you guys are getting along real well.
Yeah, we've been getting along.
Good.
That's great. I'm not trying to ruin that. But Carmen does. No. You said that you guys are getting along well, and that's great. But we were asking Carmen, and she did not know the answer. She said, just ask her. And I said, okay. Do you have an OnlyFans page?
Okay, so I made one just in case I wanted to have one.
Yeah.
But I think so. I think the only thing on there is like a profile picture.
How can we change
I
it?
don't even know. I don't even know how to.
I'll help you.
I don't
I'll
know
help you.
how to
I'll help you
find
do it.
it.
You send the
Holly.
pictures to us, and
Okay.
we'll put them up.
Yeah.
We'll take 2%.
Holly, you realize we're trying to convince Carmen to do OnlyFans, and she doesn't want to do it. But if we can get you to do it, you know how much money you would make? You don't even have to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying.
You don't have to do gross stuff
Right.
in the beginning.
And yeah.
Let me ask the people real quick. Let me ask the people what they want. The people want it. The people want it. Yeah.
Well, give the people what they want,
Yeah.
right?
I think you would make a ton of money, and then when Carmen does a guest spot on there,
Yeah.
oh my God!
Break it.
Oh my God!
A little crossover.
Carmen, you down?
No.
Scissor
What?
sisters.
You don't have to do naked stuff.
You guys are so gross. No.
You
I'm
guys
out.
just wash a car together.
Yeah, or take a bath.
Or yeah.
Or kiss.
Yeah.
Again, I'm out.
Oh my God, no.
No. Remember that one time you guys almost had a threesome with the same guy?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Holly, there's so much money to be made.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I have to go. Listen, I'm getting ready for work right now. There's a task.
You don't want to go to work. You don't want to go to a 9-to-5er. You want to be your own CEO.
Yeah, quick question. I'll give you $1,000 to kiss your sister live on camera.
I'll back that up. I'll give you
$1,000.
$1,000. I'll give you $1,000 too.
Kiss her where?
Anywhere she wants. That has an opening.
Yeah.
Like the mouth, you silly bastard.
On the ear.
Yeah, that would kind of stink.
The
You're,
left nostril.
listen, Holly, listen to me. I need you to think about this day where you work, and as soon as you have a bad day or somebody's a jerk to you at work, be like, those guys are right. I should get my OnlyFans fired up and make a gazillion dollars.
Exactly.
All right.
Send us the profile just in case.
Yeah, just in case, so we can go look at the profile.
Okay, I'll see if I can even find it. I don't remember what I named it or anything.
Sure,
You have my number. If you want to text me any pictures for review, feel free to send them over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Holly. Have a good day at work, Pumpkin. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, man. Carmen, you guys can make so much money.
Sweet.
Oh.
Bye.
Mostly her.
$1,000.
This is great.
Yeah, I'm not working here if I'm doing that.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
good. My plan has all come together.
You're welcome.
Must be nice, CFO rolling into work at 9:30 or
Not
whatever.
even. She's just getting ready. It'd probably take her another hour.
Yeah.
Gotta look hot, man.
Profile
Carmen,
picture.
Business,
Yeah.
Holly.
I need you to put your business hat on.
Okay.
If we can get Holly to do an OnlyFans page
Yeah.
and really get it fired up,
Okay.
I don't feel like you won't have to do anything naked or get on you don't even have to get on camera. You just run it like a business.
Yeah.
You can be the brains behind the
Okay.
Yeah,
business.
listen, I can quit and start my OnlyFans. I don't
All right,
know.
well, let's not get
you
crazy.
You don't need to worry.
I don't know if you
need
can
to
survive on it.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about me. If you want to get rid of me, just tell me. I'll go.
No, I'm
Bye.
kidding. I don't want you to go. I want you to run this business for us.
Oh yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm gonna run it, I'm gonna run it for myself and
No,
make my
you're
own
gonna
money.
make the money. He's saying for us to see the pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, we're just creeps. We don't
And
care about
All
money.
right, I
And
gotcha.
if you wanted to run the business naked and on camera also, we wouldn't be mad at that either.
Carmen.
Carmen.
What do you think Holly should charge per month?
Well, we should start out cheap. The first month is only going to be $5.
Okay.
Get everybody roped in for 30 days.
Yeah.
Then it jumps up to $12.
But then you put the good stuff behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see this video of me
Yeah.
being a CFO?
How about a CFU?
Yeah. Oh, let's chat.
Yeah. And then finally, after like 3 months, and then we get a gazillion people on there, you really want to unlock the sister kiss, do
Yes.
it. Not with you, Carmen, with Barb.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They're half
Barb,
sisters.
Barb, you in?
No
They
way,
can go
bro.
farther.
What's that, Carmen?
I said they're half sisters, so they
So-
can go farther.
Yeah, right.
But you should be there too, just to be there. Also.
Supervise.
Yeah.
You could be like, at first, you could be like, this is gross.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they start really getting into a passion, and you're
Yeah.
like, this is really, really gross.
No,
And then you start
honestly,
panting.
this is really gross. Like what you're doing right now is disgusting.
It's gross.
To you for
It's
the rest
gross
of us.
because Mike's doing it.
I'm in, by the way. I'm in.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
All right.
Scissors.
We need an answer by close of business.
Yeah.
CFO.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question for Dominic Ferriello, get on the phone lines now, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back with Ask the Dom next on 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to
This is how we do it.
I beg of you, I implore you, please do not send me the meme of the guy named Howie Do It. I've seen it a million times. Thank you.
By the way, somebody hit me up on Instagram DM, which I totally missed, and I can't believe I missed it. This is how we shoe it.
Oh, for Pelt.
Pelts, yeah. I said this is how we pelts it. What an idiot.
Yeah. That's shooing the name.
Yeah.
Dom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. Good morning.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, good to talk to you guys. It's, I come in and, Carmen's, I don't know if she's staying or leaving, and you guys are, attacking each other. It's just a normal Tuesday morning. Right?
Carmen is on our team. She's not going anywhere.
She's staying.
You know why she's not going anywhere? Because she's a vital part of this program. In fact, some say she's the
Unsung hero. What's with the suitcase back there? Why are you packing stuff up? Where the hell are you going?
That's her toys.
Slowly but surely.
What the hell is that?
Gotta
bag?
get everything.
She got a duffel bag here. That's station property. Take it out of
No,
Those are
no,
Holly's-
they gave it to me.
Those are Holly's props.
They gave it
there.
to
What
me.
is that? What's that battery device there? What is that? Yeah.
No, you know what it is.
I'm sorry. Let's focus. Good morning. We're here and we're back. We're live. Go
If you
ahead.
want to talk to Dom, we got the 800 lines open, 800-771-1025. Let's go to line one. Good morning, you're on with Ask the Dom. Who's this?
Hey, this is Enzo. How you doing, guys?
Good, sir. You're on with Dominic Ferriello. Ask the Dom. What do you got?
I have a question. So, last speeding ticket I got was 1997. I have a big pet peeve of somebody driving fast at a school zone. I was in the south side of St. Pete, and I was in a rental car. I usually drive a stick shift, because that's all I can drive is stick shift. But I had to get a rental car, a stupid electrical car. So I didn't really know how to use it. I'm driving, and I see these red cones. I see a cop, ahead. So I was like, oh, I'm going to slow down. I didn't see any lights or nothing. So he pulls me over, and I'm trying to talk to him, try to explain to him that is my big pet peeve, and I served, I wore the uniform, I swore the oath just like him. And he didn't want to listen to nothing. And I was like, well, sir, how come there's no lights? There's always lights in the school zone. Well, Pinellas County, they don't need lights. I said, well, that's funny. In the south side, I guess they don't need lights, but us in the north side, they all have lights. Well, that's how it is.
Well,
and I just...
Well, how fast allegedly were you going?
Hello?
Yeah. Say it again. How fast were you going?
The speed limit for the regular was 35, so I was doing 40.
All right. Well, you can certainly contest the citation. I mean, usually, it's if you're within 5 miles an hour over, it's really officer, deputy, or trooper discretion. Sometimes they can give you a warning if you're within that range, but that's really off. That's up to the law enforcement
He gave me
officer.
40 on a 15. $400
He gave you 40.
And I was trying to explain.
Okay.
I was trying to explain to him that I don't do this. I that's my biggest pet peeve.
Well, that's
And-
not a defense that you don't do this.
Oh,
Because
I understand. I understand.
I need to
sir.
make sure that you
But-
do understand, because my father did this to me. My father's no longer with us, but my father didn't get a speeding ticket for 30 years, and he got a speeding ticket in Pasco County, and he argued with me as I was representing him that I don't speed. Well, Dad, on that particular day, you happened to be speeding. You didn't speed for the 30 years prior. But in this particular instance, this law enforcement officer thinks you might have been going a little too fast for a speed zone for school. I can't understand. I can't understand a word you're saying.
I usually go 5 over always.
That's
And
speeding.
speed limit is
You just said you don't speed. That's
Well,
speeding.
Yeah, you can't admit
No,
that.
but you can go
can't
5
admit-
over 30.
No, you can't.
Allegedly.
No.
Too late.
Stop
Too
it.
late. Sorry, I had to
Jesus
let him
Christ.
go. He's too muffled.
You can't sit there and say I usually speed as a normal course
After
of
the
business.
first half hour is spending and saying you don't speed.
Yeah, no, I mean you can't operate like that. And look, if he wasn't paying attention, which sometimes happens, or if there's some school zones don't have the flashing lights, but there's still school zones. There's going to be a sign that's going to have the times that school is in, that you've got to be cognizant. You got to be aware of what's going on. But he can contest the ticket. He can just email me.
By my son's school on Lutz Lake Fern Road, right off the Veterans, there is a flashing light, and there are plenty of cops waiting for you. And I think that's good, because there's kids walking around there, and you should get, you should be used to knowing that you have to drive slow through there.
Yeah, just on topic, you would be amazed on where my law office is on West DeLeon in Hyde Park. And you guys, you've been to the office a bunch of times, but for the parties and everything. But for folks listening, it's in Hyde Park, and I'm 2 doors down from Gorey Elementary, and it's the last main thoroughfare to get folks onto the bridge to get to Davis Island.
Right.
It's like a NASCAR qualifying there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so law officers, they come and they'll park at certain spots, and it's just a matter of time before, God forbid, something bad happens. I can't believe how fast people drive down that road in front of the school. It drives, and I always go real slow. I always stop. I talk with the officers. I talk with the crossing guards. People honk at me because I'm talking to everybody. But hey, if I'm slowing you down, have some damn patience around the
Listen,
school.
I got places to be. I don't need you to stop to chit-chat it with the cops.
Oh, I'm the worst.
I
I'm out there. I'll get out. I'll leave the car. I'll put the flashers on. I'm talking.
Acting like a crossing guard.
I'm signing stuff. My Calta's lawyer.
Well,
It takes about 5-10 minutes.
Whatever you got. Hi, who's this? You're on with Ask the Dom. Hello.
Hi, this is John.
Hi, John. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, buddy?
Hey, I got a DUI on Thursday. It was in Charlotte County. I did not blow. So they said that's a mandatory 1-year suspension.
Of your driver's
They
license.
said that's what's that?
They're talking about a suspension of your driver's license.
Right. During that time, can I get a work permit?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Is this your first ever DUI?
Yes.
All right. What law enforcement officers are not required to tell you is the nuances of the DMV law. So what happens is the Florida implied consent, which is on everybody's driver's license, says that you can have your license suspended up to a year. And that's, in essence, what your full a permit, the full ability to drive. That doesn't mean that you're not eligible for a temporary driver's permit or a hardship license. But law enforcement officers do not have the duty to sit down and explain, well, here's what a temporary license is. Here's what a work permit license is.
And
they don't do that.
Here's the other thing, too. My arraignment is in like 2 weeks. And I don't have a pot to piss in to hire an attorney, so I have to go with the public defender.
Okay.
When can I apply for the hardship license? Can I do it after the arraignment?
No,
or
you can do it now. You can do it now. So
I can do it right now?
Yeah, you're doing it right now. Are you within the first 10 days of the DUI? You got it on Thursday, right?
It was Thursday.
Yeah. All right. So all right. You have 10 days. So right now, your license to drive, sir, is the DUI ticket. So you have a full license to drive although they took your actual physical driver's license.
I do have a license right now?
Yeah, that's correct. So 10 days after the arrest, your license to drive is the DUI ticket. So you can drive a car. Now, on the 11th day, you're not to drive a car until you get a hardship driver's license. It's very simple. All you have to do is register for the level 1 DUI school. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just a special course. You don't have to take it because that's going to, you got to register for it, and it's, they're booked out. You probably do it in a few weeks. But once you register for the class, you can go to a DMV and you can get your driver's license, a hardship license, because you've registered for the DUI school. And then
So that's all I have to do is register for the DUI school, and then I can.
You'll be driving on a hardship license, because what's happening is you're waiving your right to a formal review hearing at the Bureau of Administrative Reviews. You say, look, I don't want to have a formal review hearing. I want to waive my right to a formal review hearing. I'm going to register for the class. I'm within the first 10 days, and I would like to have my hardship driver's permit. Now, if you go there within the 10 days, you're on a license to drive because you're within that time period that you.
Who do I need to call?
The DMV in Charlotte County.
In Charlotte County? I don't live in Charlotte County, though.
You can go to a DMV. Does
that matter?
No, it doesn't matter. Any DMV in the state of Florida can handle it because it's a state of Florida regulation.
And also, here's my other question. Yeah. When they did I went through the field sobriety tests. They thought that there was something wrong with me. They actually called paramedics in on site. And then when they took me to the jail actually had them take me to the hospital.
How drunk were you?
Allegedly.
Not very.
What'd you blow?
I think he
I
refused.
didn't.
He refused.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I refused to blow.
So what they think was wrong with you? What'd they say? What do you...
They just said that the one cop was like, you're just not acting right. You're just not acting right. What had happened was I blew a tire.
Well, hang on a second. Be careful because your case is still pending.
Yeah,
right?
you probably don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
Listen, you got enough advice to get your license back. If you need more, you got to call the office or call and let Dom put you in touch with somebody in Charlotte County that can help you out, or Bill Sansone, because this isn't a visit. So go to askthedom.com if you need further information. But in the meantime, call and get your hardship license so you can work or whatever it is that guy does. I got to be honest I'm with the cop. That guy didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Well, the good news about the call is for folks that have a DUI, they don't realize their DUI ticket 10 days after the arrest is an actual driver's license. So he can go to work, and they do that to give folks administratively enough time to get their affairs in order, to figure out what they want to do, hire a lawyer, contest the ticket, go to the DMV, kind of get their affairs in order. And then on the 11th day, if he doesn't have a hardship driver's license or a temporary driver's license, he's not to be driving a vehicle. Let
me just reiterate something. The best defense for a DUI is to not drink. Don't go out and drink and drive. Now, some people are going to underestimate how much they had to drink, and they're going to get themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. That obviously is common. It happens a lot. Maybe you have an aggressive officer who, does a field sobriety test, is convinced you just don't drink and drive. If you can avoid it at all costs. I mean, there's no excuse anymore with Uber. And, I feel like I'm talking to my son. You have Uber, you have your friends, you have me. There's just so many options to avoid this because nobody realizes what a pain in the ass it is until they finally get one. You have to pay for a lawyer, which I know Dom loves, but I don't know anybody else loves it. You have to pay for a lawyer. You could lose your license. You could lose time at work. You could lose your job. And even worse, you can hurt yourself or somebody else. So the best thing to do is try and avoid the situation altogether. Good morning. You're on with Ask Dom. Who's this?
John.
John, you're on with Ask Dom. What do you got, John?
Hey, Dom. So I was just wondering, I had heard that the ATF pistol brace ban was held up in federal court, and I just wanted to see are we allowed to put our pistol braces back on? What is the status of all that?
I have absolutely no idea. So
that is a Shark Coast tactical question, and I will find out the answer for you, sir.
So the pistol, what was it, the ban in federal court?
They made you take your, it had to be a certain amount of inches from the barrel to the trigger or to the handle or whatever it was, and if you had a brace on the back, you had to take the brace off of the gun in order for it to be in compliance. And if you didn't, you can get a charge with a federal charge. But everybody didn't think it was going to be held up when they were like, oh, this will just get overturned. I immediately took my guns to my buddy Dino and the Shark Coast and had them take it off just to be safe. And it turns out that it was held up. So I'll find out the answer for you. That's more of a Shark Coast question than a Dom question, but I'll get the right answer, okay?
Yep, there you go.
Great. Appreciate it, Mike.
All right, pal. Thank you. Last call. You're on with Acid Dom. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. You're on with Acid Dom. What do you got?
Hey, good morning. So I got a letter in the mail probably about a month ago now that my license was suspended for 5 separate failure to pay toll citations through SunPass. When I went on SunPass, I checked and paid everything. I was just wondering if that's something I can maybe fight in court, or if that's something I should just pay and pay to get my license, unsuspended.
Well, Tyler, if you got the damn thing 30 days ago and your license is suspended and you haven't done anything about it, are we driving around on a suspended license?
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. So now understand.
By the way, my name is Bill.
So, understand something. If you get stopped for a regular traffic offense under the 316 code, running a red light or stop sign or speeding, you're now in the land of misdemeanors because you're driving with a DWLS, driving while license suspended or revoked. So you're committing a crime the longer you go with driving with a suspended license. So what you need, what county predominantly are you in? Because that's not going to denote where you are.
All of the citations were out of Orange County.
All right. And then where do you live now?
We're in Hillsborough.
All right. So.
And they're zeroing in on them.
Well, I'm trying to think of. You're going to need an attorney in Orange County, probably. But then again, it's going to be the toll authority, which you might be able to do outside of that jurisdiction. So what you need is I'm gonna need to get a copy of your driver's license, driving history, but I don't want you driving. So you're gonna have to get an Uber to the DMV. Okay, you're gonna have to pay for a copy of your complete driving history. It's like $15, $20, whatever they charge you. And then you have to email that to me, askthedom.com. I need to see your complete driving history, and then we're gonna have to get you an attorney in the network to help you out to get your license reinstated. May have to get what's called a D6 clearance and contest the charges, if you will, and then that will at least get your license hopefully reinstated temporarily while you're contesting it legally in the court system. So it's a process, but let's stop driving. We're now Ubering, or we're borrowing, your friends, getting rides, bumping rides from friends, what have you, because we're not breaking the law. And you're going to get me that information so we can get you a lawyer. There we go.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you.
Bye-bye.
I love that our audience is just a bunch of criminals.
Well, I mean, you get a letter that says your license is suspended, and you wait 30 days to call me. I said that's fine, but it's you're breaking the law. So I had to tell him that to hopefully he stops doing that, because then you're gonna have to hire me for a second degree misdemeanor or first degree misdemeanor, or to the extent that you're doing things, and you're going to run into more trouble than he has now traffic wise.
You're going to get that call, Dom, 100%. He's going to call you and he's going to be like, so they got me.
I don't know if he realized that. He got the letter and then he's okay, and I've got a problem with my license. I don't know if he really put one and one together that it's actually suspended as we talking right now.
People also don't know that Chad Chronister is a Tony Stark of sheriffs.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got the ability to zero in on anybody who calls the show if he has to.
So, be careful out there.
Yeah, he's on your tail, sir. All right, Dom, thank you. If you didn't get through today and you want to call Dom, you could do that at the office, 813-251-5550. Or you could always go to the website, askthedom.com. I don't know if you heard earlier, Dom, but I got a very nice thank you letter from a lady. Said that she had she was really stressed out about some issues. She emailed you, and you emailed her back right away, resolved everything, and she feels so much better, and she just wanted to say thank you to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
I get that a lot. I really do. Dom does a great job of communicating with our people. He's not always out just trying to get your money. If he can help you out, he will. If not, he'll bring you in the office, or he'll put you in touch with a lawyer who does specifically what you need. So
I do. I try to call everybody back or email folks. Just a shout out to Crack Up Cancer, as a charity I had on the show last week. It's a great event coming up here at the end of the month, and I forgot to mention that on your show
Are you
last week.
Are you doing stand up on the show? What are you doing?
No, they have other lawyers coming. Lawyers. They have other comedians coming in, but I always Jack is a good friend. I always invite him to come on the show. 6-7 years in a row to help support the event, and they were on my show last week, but I forgot to mention it on your show. But it's a great crackupcancer.com. It's a wonderful charity event. It's a great time. And if you can just go to their website, I wanted to throw that out there for the charity.
Did it happen already or no?
No, it's coming up this the end of the month. I want to say the 23rd of September. It's a Saturday, so it's in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
And
we'll
then,
check it out.
Next Wednesday, Attorney General Ashley Moody. It was scheduled to come in 2 weeks ago, but that was the day the storm came through. So the Attorney General rescheduled, and she'll be in with us on next Wednesday.
Y'all give me a couple pictures of her, will you? When she's in the studio.
Well, I'm not sure if she's coming in or calling in. She came in live last time, but I'm not sure what her calendar is now that we've pivoted from August to September. But yes, if she's in studio, I will get photos and I will send them to you. Yes.
By the way, Crack Up Cancer is Saturday, September 23rd at the Floridian Social Club on Central Avenue in St. Pete, and quite the lineup. Johnny B will be on the lineup.
That's right.
Steve Simone, who is a great comedian and a super nice guy, and the headliner is the great Jimmy Schubert. So that is actually a really good lineup for a comedy show. Johnny B, Steve Simone, and Jimmy Schubert. And it is Saturday, September 23rd at the Floridian Social Club, which is a beautiful club. Have you been there, Dom?
I have it. Jimmy called the show last week, the headliner.
Yep.
So we were talking with him, and Jack was in studio. I haven't been there.
Dom, it's the old theater that was on there. The old, what was that theater called, Gio? The one downtown St. Pete on Central Avenue.
State Theater.
State Theater. Thank you, Joe. And they went in there and they spent a bunch of money, and it looks like an old school, like a Copacabana type club. They got a nice balcony. They got tables. I mean, it's really conducive to a lot of events, and this is a great place to have it. And, of course, raising money, all the proceeds will benefit Florida Cancer Specialist Foundation, and anything to go help fight cancer is good in my eyes.
Yep. And every year, Jack always calls me, usually around the tail end of the summer, and then he'll come in, August or September onto the show, and I always try to promote. I do usually a charity every other month, but Crack Up Cancer usually around the start of the fall.
But I was so nervous I was going to go to the lineup, and it was going to be like Mo and Dirty Slim and some guys I never heard of before. But Johnny, Steve Simone, and Jimmy Schubert's a huge lineup. That's great.
And it's more intimate. The past years, I think, had it at the Straz, which was a bigger venue.
Too big for comedy.
Yeah, and so this is much more intimate. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really funny. And right now, Pumpkins and I are slated to go because last couple of years we have been out of town. Tomorrow is our 15-year wedding anniversary.
Holy smokes!
Although we're not really celebrating until next month when we go away, but tomorrow's actually the day. The over/under on the wedding in Vegas, by the way, Vegas odds is 15 years. What do you think, Carmen? Take the over? Or the under?
I think you're gonna beat it.
I'm going over.
Yeah, the over. Think the over?
Yep.
I don't know. I might take the under. We'll see what happens tonight at midnight.
Are we done? That's it on the show?
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, let's go to lunch,
dude. I ate 2 souffles, a sausage cheddar sandwich from Starbucks. I went to Starfish, and half a bag of Spanish peanuts. Yeah. No more fasting for me. It's made me more hungry than ever.
So no fasting and no diet.
Yeah. Well, no, I got to go back on the diet tomorrow.
Yeah. Real quick before we get out of here, old Susanna from Virginia, who is the nurse who's running for office.
From Hot or Not?
A little video clip of her.
Oh! Yeah! Holly!
Hot, right?
Carmen, get on it. Yeah, she's great.
Doesn't she look like Michael J. Fox's wife? That
Tracy Pollan?
Yeah. Doesn't she look a little bit like her?
Yeah,
look at that in action.
I like it.
You got my vote, Calta.
Send those tokens.
Dom, thank you. Carmen, thank you. Everybody have a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow. Galvin will have a brand new open letter.
Yes.
We haven't played any games yet this week, so we'll do something tomorrow to give away tickets.
Obama guy, maybe?
Maybe. We'll see. Check us out on Instagram. I made a fashion icon video of Joe yesterday that is not getting enough attention.
Why?
It is a reel, and it shows all the stages of Joe's fashion, all set to music.
He's not a fashion icon.
He's absolutely
Check
a
it out,
fashion
ladies.
icon.
Check it out.
New reel going up this morning. It's actually an old one, but I found it on my phone. I got to put it back up. It was when Joe first got caught peeing outside.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
All right.
Hey, you're legend.
That's at the Mike Calta Show. Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.